heard your Smalls is typing away on this Lauryn Hill research.
She never released another album. She did do, as you mentioned, some acting after that, and there was music in Sister Act, but it was never her studio album.
I don't think Sister Act.
Oh no, that was prior. That was prior.
That was before,
but she
was
did
very young then.
act a little bit after The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, but only one thing in 2014.
What was that?
Concerning Violence, and she was the narrator.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. It's different than, I guess, acting, but yeah.
But she has gone on tour many times after the album dropped.
Fascinating.
But never another one.
Anyway.
A one-and-done athlete.
Yeah, I don't even know that there's such a thing, right?
Not finding much in the immediate Google search. Most people don't retire by themselves without
right?
an injury.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, and if you're on a rookie deal, you're like, I got to get paid.
I got to get my money.
That's why we went there, because Smalls is like, wow, what a job going out on top. But like, going out on top after 1 year, in essence.
In your early 20s.
John Elway lost Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl to ultimately win the two, and then was like, all right, that's it. I'm going to leave like this. Peyton Manning in that year for the Broncos in Super Bowl 50 against the Panthers was like, I physically can't do this anymore, and I still won a Super Bowl. I'm out.
But let me ask you a question. Is it, because she came out with albums with the Fugees, is it a situation where it's like a player that leaves one team, goes to that team for the next team for 1 year?
So
Jaden Daniels won the
wins a
Heisman
championship.
Trophy. He won the Heisman Trophy. That's his Fugees.
yes, with
Think
LSU.
about that.
LSU is his Fugees.
And he was at Arizona State prior.
So if he would have won last year, that would have been his miseducation of the NFL, and he could have walked away on top.
In the Lauryn Hill equivalent, yes.
Okay. All right.
Magic Johnson won a title at Michigan State in '79 over Indiana State, goes to the NBA. Wait a second. I know I know this, but I just want to make sure I remember. Magic Johnson won a college title and an NBA title in back-to-back years, and did so as a rookie playing center against Moses Malone, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right about that 79-86ers team that Moses was on that?
I believe so.
That is ridiculous. And I know he and Moses were basically the same size, height-wise, but that's insane. Anyway, all right, we heard the Eagles. We can't say they're one and done because they were in the Super Bowl a few years ago.
Well, A.J. Brown wins the Super Bowl, not satisfied. Not satisfied. He was not satisfied with his miseducation of the NFL.
So last night they lose 34-17 to the New York Giants. Hell of a win by the Giants. I don't want to lose sight of the Jackson Dart development. I don't want to lose sight of the rookie class the Giants have. A lot of people praise the Browns rookie class, as they should, but
You'll find all the financial tools you need to reach your goals. Whether you're saving for the future, starting a business, or buying your first home, we have the experience and expertise you can count on. And we're proud to be the official bank of the Phoenix Suns. Visit Bell.Bank to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Pacific Office Automation, we don't make technology. We make technology work. That's why we're a proud technology partner of the Phoenix Suns. Find your total office solution for copiers and printers, managed IT and cloud services, telephone systems, data security, and more. Experience our uncommon commitment to customer service. Visit PacificOffice.com. We make technology work.
Suns fans, join FanDuel today. You'll get started with $300 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Plus, after the game tips off, you can even combine live prop bets into a same-game parlay for a chance to win big. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the Phoenix Suns. 21 plus in President, Arizona. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
Welcome back to the Mortgage Matchup Center here in Phoenix. John Bloom, Tim Kempton, along with Walt Ellis, our engineer, and Alan Narini producing in the studio. It is time for today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Phoenix Suns in Macau, China at the Venetian Arena. It'll be Devin Booker in his 11th season out of Kentucky at 6'5", 206 pounds at one guard spot. The other guard, Grayson Allen, the 6'3", 198-pounder in his 8th season from Duke. At one forward, it's Dylan Dillon Brooks, 6'7", 225, ninth year from Oregon. And the other forward is Ryan Dunn in his second season out of Virginia at 6'6", 214 pounds. And at center for the second straight game for the Suns will be Ryan Dunn's draft class partner, Oso Ighodaro. His second season from Marquette at 6'11", 235. Getting the start for head coach Jordan Ott in his first season. He's assisted by Jesse Mermis, Damari Carroll, Chasen Allen, John Little, Brian Randall, Mike Muscala, and Sean Dwyer, as well as Mateen Cleaves on the bench with Jordan Ott out there in China. Jordan, who spent 4 seasons on the Brooklyn Nets staff, now taking on his former squad. And for the Nets, they're coming off a 26-56 season. In the backcourt, it'll be Nolan Traore, the rookie out of France, 6'3", 180 at 19 years of age, alongside Cam Thomas in his 5th season from LSU at 6'3" and 214 pounds. Terrence Mann's at one forward spot, 6'5", 220, 7th year out of Florida State. Michael Porter Jr. at 6'10", 225, the big offseason acquisition for Brooklyn, as they sent Cam Johnson to Denver in order to get MPJ. He's in his 7th season out of Missouri. And let's hear from Dillon Brooks, who's going to address the crowd at the Venetian Arena in Macau, China right now, as they've handed the microphone over to Dillon. He's making his way to center court. And let's hear what he has to say.
菲尼克斯太阳队 Dillon Brooks 以及布鲁克林篮网队曾凡博进行赛前致辞。
What's up, China, Macau? Thank you guys for letting us back. Appreciate your hospitality on behalf of the Phoenix Suns and the whole NBA. We appreciate you. Thank you.
And now we're going to hear from Fambo Song, who is a native of China, plays for the Brooklyn Nets.
享受今天比赛，支持太阳队。大家好，我是篮网队的曾凡博，然后在这里代表篮网所有队员、工作人员、教练员，欢迎大家的到来，然后让我们一起有一个美好的夜晚。
And for the translation, we're going to go to our engineer, Walt Ellis. Walt? No, he does not have it. I thought he might. I didn't want to spring that on you. We'll bring one in for Sunday. We'll have a translator ready for you. But it is very exciting. You can hear the crowd's energy. When Devin Booker was introduced, we were at a break, but TK, there was quite a response to that.
It sure was. You know, they know what's going on in the NBA. You know, we joke that, you know, about the time change and them having to stay up in early morning to watch games for themselves if they want to watch them live. But Chinese fans are very knowledgeable basketball fans.
And let me get you the starting center, because we completely ignored Nick Claxton.
Did you really?
Well, I was ready to send it to Dillon Brooks. We wanted to let everybody hear Dillon Brooks address the entire country of China, which I thought was awesome. And I'm glad that we got to share that with our audience. But Nick Claxton is the starting center for the Nets, 6'11", 228, 7th year out of Georgia. He's a guy who can block some shots.
He sure can. And very, very young roster of the Nets. You look at the up and down, the 2 oldest guys on the team are both Michael Porter Jr. and then who is it? Terrence Mann.
Yep.
And they're both just going into their 7th season, so they have a little bit of experience, but not anything crazy. A very young team. A lot of rookies, a lot of first and second year players on this Nets roster.
And a lot of
Nets roster.
We're going to let you slide on that one. It is 5 in the morning.
3 in the morning.
Yeah, somewhere it is probably. All right, now we're excited to have you all tuning in wherever and however you happen to be joining us on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network. We're ready for tip-off. Our officials today are Curtis Blair, Nick Buchert, and Musa Dagger, and it'll be Oso Ighodaro jumping it up across from Nick Claxton, the 2 6'11" fellas at center court at the Venetian Arena. Opening jump, won by Oso into the backcourt. Grayson Allen will bring it from left to right as we're underway in the NBA China Games 2025. Devin Booker feeding Oso in the lane. He had it poked away, and a steal for Cam Thomas. Nets want to run it. Thomas coast to coast to lay it in.
Yeah, Cam Thomas is a lot of offense for the Brooklyn Nets. For them to be successful, he's going to have a very good scoring year.
Never shy shooting the rock, Cam Thomas, as he led him in scoring. last season. Dylan Brooks on the drive, spins at the dotted line, fades, and it goes halfway down before popping out. Michael Porter Jr. has his hands on it. The rebound for the Nets, and he'll bring it into the forecourt. So now it's Nolan Traore, the young man from France, running the show for the Nets here in Game 2 for their preseason. Ben Saraf, their rookie out of Israel, started at point guard in their opener as Thomas takes it into the lane, dumps it down low for Claxton, who's shoved out of bounds by Oso Ighodaro, and Oso picks up his first personal.
Yeah, first rule of basketball: see the ball, see your man. Oso just turned his head. The ball went by him, and he was out of position against Nick Claxton underneath.
So the Suns back on defense, trailing 2-0, just underway in China. Claxton gets the inbounds pass, hands it to Traore, who drives the lane, puts a floater off the window and in. A nice-looking drive to the basket by Nolan Traore, the rookie out of France, and it is 4-0, Brooklyn on top. Here's Grayson Allen on the way into the lane, spins and gives it back to Dylan Brooks beyond the arc. Now Booker, pull-up jumper, right elbow, round the rim, no good, and the rebound grabbed by Claxton. The Nets will bring it up, leading 4-0 early after a couple early misses in the lane from Booker and Brooks. Cam Thomas hesitating, driving past Dunn. He'll put a floater up and in. Nothing but net.
Yeah, tough shot because Ryan Dunn never let Cam Thomas get by him, but created space to make the shot eventually.
6-0 Nets behind 4 quick ones from Cam Thomas. Here's Oso, a push shot in the lane, too strong off the back rim.
Suns getting great shots. All three of them have been right in the lane, just haven't been able to get them to get the bounce and get down.
I think it's just clearly the time difference is much more difficult for a West Coast team than an East Coast team. As the Nets get another bucket, Nick Claxton takes it to the rim, gets it to go, and the foul on Oso, who's just picked up his second personal. So Claxton a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, Nick Claxton showing his versatility, taking Oso off the dribble from the wing. So more than just a shot blocker, Nick Claxton showing his offense.
He averaged 10 points a game, just over 7 rebounds a game in his 6th season last year out of Georgia. Claxton now year number 7, able to complete the three-point play. Shot just 51% from the free throw line, as that was maybe the weak spot. Oso on the drive, takes it all the way to the rim and gets fouled on his way, just short-armed and hit the front iron, but Oso earns a trip to the free throw line. Speaking of struggles, that's where his have come.
Yeah, point center right there. The Nets are pressing up the court a little bit. Oso comes back, gets the ball, takes it up and gets all the way to the rim. Does have ball handling skills. We talk about it, his high school days where he handled the ball, then spurted a little bit size-wise.
I love his handle. I love his vision. Had a couple good assists in the opener Friday in the win over the Lakers. He also had 9 rebounds to lead the Suns.
And makes his first free throw shot. Looks a lot better. Form looks a lot better. Worked hard on it this summer.
He was 1 for 6 in game 1, but here he is 2 for 2 to start out game number 2. So that is a dramatic improvement right there for Oso Ighodaro, the second-year pro out of Marquette and the former Desert Vista star here in the Valley. It's 9-2. The Nets are on top. 9:45 left, quarter number 1. And Brooklyn with the basketball. Cam Thomas dribbling left side. Lost his footing for a second, then spins on Allen baseline, puts it up and in from just a couple feet away. As the crowd was wowed that time by the fancy footwork of Cam Thomas.
Yeah, Cam Thomas. A lot of one-on-one basketball from Cam Thomas.
Devin Booker on the run. Feeds Brooks for 3 in the right corner. That's off the mark, and Thomas comes up with a rebound. Quick outlet pass up the right wing. Terrence Mann for 3. He got it.
The Nets on fire. 14-2. Leading the Suns. They're making everything. The Suns can't find a hoop yet.
9:12 left, quarter number 1. Phoenix 0 for 4 from the floor. Brooks hesitates, then gets to the dotted line, puts it up and in, mid-range style, and there's the first field goal of the game for the Phoenix Suns. It comes courtesy of Dylan Brooks. He has his first 2 points. Here's Claxton in the painted area for the Nets. No-look pass, and Mann wasn't ready for it. Went out of bounds off his fingertips. 8:51 left in the first. 14-4. Nets lead the Suns. And that is a couple new teammates getting used to each other. Nick Claxton with the new net, Terrence Mann. And now we get a whistle and a foul as Oso was again handling the basketball, bringing it up the floor.
Really nice thing to have your big be able to handle that well when teams are pressuring you.
So many people wondering, is it going to be Devin Booker bringing it up? Is it going to be Jalen Green? Maybe it's going to be neither. Maybe Oso Ighodalo's the one who's bringing it up the floor a lot. Now he's on the floor, has it on the right side. Stutter step move against Claxton. Throws a pass stolen away by Mann. Stepped in front of Allen. Now he takes it into the forecourt. Dylan Brooks tracks him down to steal it back, and we get a foul. Whistled by Musa Dagger. It's going to go on Dylan.
That's okay. Dylan Brooks sets the tone early. He makes some physical plays early. I played with a team in Limoges, France, and had one of the first Frenchmen that could have played in the NBA, Richard Daiquiri. And we got over there, and we were a very physical team. And Richard listen, they can't call every foul.
That is a standpoint that some players just have, a mentality. And Dylan Brooks is one of those. As here's Michael Porter Jr. canning a three over the outstretched arm of Ryan Dunn, who was all over him. And a tough hit for MPJ as we just get a visual of Yao Ming on the sidelines. Dylan Brooks going to try to answer with a three from the right wing. That rolls off the rim. Porter has the rebound, and Dunn fouls him under the basket.
Yao Ming is so important. You didn't even recognize the guy sitting next to him.
No, I just saw Yao.
Shaquille O'Neal was sitting next to him.
I've heard of him. The big Shactus. He looks small compared to Yao.
He does. That is
the only other human that can make him look small. It was. I just caught a quick flash of the image.
But it's Shaq and Yao Ming sitting courtside at this event.
Some good size. Courtside seats in Macau is now Traore bounces it off his knee out of bounds, and there's a little rookie mistake there for Nolan Traore, the 19-year-old from France, and the Suns get it on the turnover. And quickly, a foul called in the forecourt as Grayson Allen was bringing it up.
Yeah, great respect between those two, Yao Ming and Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille has told a couple of funny stories about the first time they played, and Yao not speaking to him, but he obviously knew perfect English, so it was pretty funny.
There's Booker getting caught in the air, had to bail out to Dunn for a jumper from the left wing. That comes up short. Nick Claxton, another rebound for the Nets, who lead 17-4 early goings in China. 7:40 left to go in the first. And a step-back three from Cam Thomas is good on the left wing. He hit that over Grayson Allen. That's going to force Jordan Ott to call timeout. The Nets all over the Suns, 20-4. 7 minutes, 36 seconds left to go in quarter number one. And Brooklyn yet to miss a shot. 8 for 8 from the floor, while Phoenix 1 for 7. That's a big part of the story. We'll continue telling it after these messages.
The Phoenix Suns have a new coach, a new GM, and some new young and talented players, but some things remain the same, like D. Book and D. Schwartz. That's Dr. Schwartz for those asking. Yes, the team eye doctor of your Suns is back for his 26th season. While he may not be able to dribble behind his back, he is the most advanced LASIK surgeon in the Valley. So for those of you interested in LASIK surgery, the Schwartz Laser Eye Center is offering free consults in Scottsdale, Glendale, and Mesa. Call 480-483-EYES or go online at teamidoc.com.
Oh, you didn't know? Gila River Resorts and Casinos is Arizona's #1 casino, and no one does it better. So, play hard, relax like a movie star, party like a rock star, and dine like a king or a queen. However you do you, no one lets you take it to legendary status like we do. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you. Visit one of our 4 locations, Wild Horse Pass, Lone Butte, Vicuiva, or Santan Mountain. Or visit GilaCasinos.com to learn more.
I run this like cardio. Phoenix, you've waited for this moment. The unstoppable Cardi B presents Little Miss Drama Tour. Cardi B, live at PHX Arena March 1st. Cardi's brand new album, Am I the Drama, is available everywhere now. Get tickets now at CardiB.com. Everyday community, supporting, giving. Every day at APS, we support Arizona community organizations and our customers, giving back to help Arizona teachers, nonprofits, and families, volunteering to support and strengthen neighborhoods, working with local partners to provide customers with crisis assistance and other services when they need it most. To help your community or find assistance for yourself or someone you know, visit aps.com/brighter. This ad is funded by Pinnacle West shareholders.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
Well, don't forget, be at Mortgage Matchup Center for the start of the regular season. It's coming. It's the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 o'clock. The Suns hosting the Sacramento Kings, and all fans in attendance will receive a free T-shirt, courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats now at suns.com/ticks. We are underway in the NBA China games from Macau at the Venetian Arena, and so far it's all Nets, Tim, 20-4.
Yeah, it helps when you make shots. 8 of 8 for the Brooklyn Nets. Suns only 1 of 7. But the shots they're getting are all in the paint. The Suns have taken 2 threes that they missed, but the other shots have all been high percent. And again, here we see Oso Ighodaro bringing the ball up for the Phoenix Suns to start and initiate the offense.
He finds Devin Booker between the circles. Booker holding as the Suns work left to right. He takes one dribble and swings to Allen left side. Cross court, it goes to Dillon Brooks, dribbling against Cam Thomas. Backs him down, turns, shoots from the right elbow, and knocks it down. So Brooks, the only Sun to make a shot so far in this one. He's 2 for 5 and has 4 points of the Suns' 6. 20-6 they trail. 7:05 left, quarter number 1. Traore into the forecourt. All 5 Nets have scored, including 9 quick ones from Cam Thomas. Here's a lob down low. Porter will put it up and in, count it, and the foul on Ryan Dunn, who was beat by a step by Michael Porter Jr., and that is now 5 points for MPJ. He'll go to the line to try to make it 6.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. knows how to move without the ball. All those years playing with Nikola Jokic, one of the best passers in the game. So good movement, backdoor cut. Nick Claxton gives it to him. He makes the shot.
And what do you make of that move? Because I think the Nets have high expectations for Michael Porter Jr.
They sure do.
But I also think the Nuggets are pretty pumped to have Cam Johnson.
Yeah, it's a proven scorer in Michael Porter Jr., especially from the three-point line. Hopefully, spread the floor, give Cam a little bit more room to score on his own, and then obviously, Cam Johnson with Denver.
Yeah, Jokic is going to love having him on the wing to throw it to.
Someone that moves really well.
Speaking of moving well, Ryan Dunn moved well, got himself open under the hoop, and Oso hit him with a beautiful pass. Suns get on the board with Dunn's first bucket. It's 23-8, and now Phoenix 3 for 9 from the floor, but Brooklyn still hasn't missed. 9 out of 9. Cam Thomas dribbling right side, hesitates, then hangs, puts it off the window. Count that one, and the foul for Thomas, who's putting on a show in front of the crowd in Macau, China right now. He's got 11 quick points in less than 6 minutes. It's 25-8, Brooklyn.
Yeah, and if you're an NBA fan, you know that Cam Thomas can do this. He can light it up. He's got an offensive mind. It's not a shot that he doesn't like. Very active, very physical. Could score from 3. You see his strength, getting into the paint, taking hits, and making the shot.
Had some injuries last year, only played 25 games, but he led the Nets with 24 a game when he played. And this is the kind of stuff he does because he is a scorer. He can shoot it, sure, but he also can fill it up with his drives, and that's what he's doing early here. Colin Gillespie, the first sub off the bench for the Suns, along with Nick Richards, replacing Grayson Allen and Oso Ighodaro. As the free throw's good for Thomas, he's got 12 quick points. Gillespie feeds Booker top of the arc. He drives, stops in the lane, fakes, then hangs, puts it off the window, no, but he drew the whistle and the foul on Zaire Williams, who also just checked in off the Nets bench, along with Daron Sharp and Ben Saraf.
Great patience by Devin Booker, giving a couple of up fakes. Finally got Zaire to bite on it and gets to the free throw line.
Booker yet to make a shot. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. This will be his first attempt from the line, and he hits that one. He hit a bunch of them last Friday in Palm Desert, where he looked pretty sharp with 24 points to lead the way.
Yeah, he sure did. Looked like a great offseason again for Devin Booker. Excited with this group of guys that he's playing with this year.
Makes both free throws and cuts the lead back to 16. Is now Gillespie just hammering Saraf, bringing it up the floor. Saraf gets it past him. Over to Porter for 3 on the left side. And finally a miss for the Nets, but a rebound goes to Sharp, and then it's stolen away by Dunn. So the Suns come away with it and get a stop finally. Booker into the forecourt. Stops on the left wing. Cross court to Brooks, right corner. Takes a dribble, step back 3 on the way. It's off the front iron. Tipped up, no good by Dunn. Gillespie comes up with it. Gives to Richards. He'll jam it home with the right hand.
Great energy on the offensive there, getting on the glass, getting more opportunities.
We were warned about that from Jordan Ott, that he was going to have his team crash. And that's what they've been doing here, and trying to get that offense sparked as Porter Jr. steps on the out-of-bounds line, and that'll turn it back over to the Suns, trying to make their move here down 26-12.
Yeah, and watching Dillon Brooks here, he's really another offensive weapon for the Suns. He's a guy that can create his own shot and get into the lane. Obviously, you know, you've heard a lot about Dillon. No, that was not. How does he call backcourt?
He was under the basket.
Nick Bukic was under the basket and made the call. That's not even. There was an official on that line.
Devin Booker inbounded it to Dillon Brooks, who was at midcourt, and then got it right back on like a give and go to quickly trigger the offense. And it was Nick Bukic under the basket saying it was a backcourt violation. And as you said, I don't know how he could have seen that.
Exactly.
We had a better view sitting here.
We sure did, because
away.
the camera view put us on the sideline.
Now here's a steal from Royce O'Neal. He hits Brooks on the run. He'll throw it down with both hands and swing on the rim for effect. Dillon Brooks gets the jam. He's got 6 quick points, and the Suns pull within 12. 26-14. Just over 5 minutes left in the first. Sharp pounding the ball into the ground against Nick Richards. Now gives it up to Thomas between the circles. He drives to the free throw line, hesitates, then floats one off the window and in. Cam Thomas stays hot. He's 6 for 6 in the floor in the first quarter, has 14. And the lead is 14. 28-14 Nets. Here comes Brooks into the forecourt, and we're going to get a whistle. There's a dagger calling a foul on the Nets as a grab on Booker came from Zaire Williams.
Yeah, this is the thing that amazes me. Zaire Williams had 2 hands around Book. I mean, he's just holding him, bear hugging him, and he looks at the official like, what are you calling?
Here's Booker's first free throw, and that one is good. He's now 3 for 3.
And again, we've talked about it as early as that last game. Get the hands out of the game. Take that holding, the pushing out of the game, and still keep the physicality in it. I don't mind that, you know, with the body. But take the hand fighting out of the NBA game.
I'm with him on that. Booker makes both free throws. 28-16 Nets. 4:35 left in the first as Ben Saraf dribbles left wing. Finds Sharp at the top of the key. He hands to Porter against Gillespie. Steps to his left and feeds Saraf in the left corner. Penetrates on O'Neal. Hangs and hits off the window. A little left-hand runner from Ben Saraf, the rookie out of Israel, on the board. And it's 30-16 Brooklyn. Booker on the drive, gets to the left side and bounces it on the baseline for O'Neal. It's out of bounds, though. Royce O'Neal was standing out of bounds when he collected that pass.
Yeah, it's just too tight in there. Wasn't enough spacing to get that pass through too many hands.
What do you make of the artwork on the court?
Yeah, it's pretty nice floor.
Yeah, they have
a nice floor.
It's almost like a floral design on the court inside the arc, and then some between the arcs as well. It's now here comes Ben Saraf into the forecourt for the Nets. They lead it by 14. Sharp posting against Richards. Spins, left-hand hook, up and in.
Everything's going in for the Nets.
You are not lying. They're 13 out of 14 right now, Tim. 93% shooting, and it's been a variety of different shots, including 4 threes. Here's a jumper by Gillespie from deep. That one rims off. And the rebound goes to Tyrese Martin, who just checked in for the Nets. He drives all the way into the lane. His pass stolen by Booker. Suns on the move. Booker up the left wing. Crosses over into the lane. Feeds Brooks for 3 right corner. He got it. Dillon Brooks from Devin Booker. That's a combination that we'll be seeing quite a bit for the Phoenix Suns.
Very talented basketball player. Obviously, his reputation is all on the defensive end, but Dillon Brooks can play the game.
Now Nick Richards with a block on Ben Saraf's drive to the rim, and unfortunately the Suns couldn't come up with a loose ball. It goes out of bounds on the far side, so the Nets will have it, leading by 13 when we come back. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first. It's Brooklyn 32, Phoenix 19.
Here's the tale of the daily Medfield. Same old pharmacies, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang, that one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back.
So jamming it on top of
Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fries Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free t-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fries Food Stores. Secure your seats today at Suns.com. The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fries Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free t-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fries Food Stores. Secure your seats today at Suns.com.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. Mornings, it's Bickley and Murata, 6 to 10 a.m. Bickley and Murata, 6 to 10 a.m.
I like Vinny a lot.
I like you too, Bick. Middays, it's Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. What is up? What's going on, Luke? Afternoons, it's Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m. Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m.
Bernsey, what's going on?
Arizona's biggest sports personalities are on the local sports leader. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
All right, thanks to Suns Media Relations Dynamo Cole Michelson, we actually have a celebrity list. Are you ready for this, Tim Captain?
Yes.
Not just Shaq and Yao in the house at the Venetian Arena in Macau, China. We've got David Beckham, Jackie Chan, Stephon Marbury, who we talked about earlier. He's probably blown everybody away we've already mentioned in stardom, other than maybe Yao Ming. Sean Marion, The Matrix, is in the house.
We're getting a couple of... There's Jackie Chan. They're putting him on the screen for us.
Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, and Jeremy Lin as well. So those are the dignitaries in the house. The NBA China games underway. Suns trailing the Nets 32-19. We're happy to have you with us. Dark and early still, or is it bright and early yet?
No, I think it's still dark out there.
It might be dark and early, and it's also rainy here in the valley.
It's supposed to get 4 inches from that hurricane coming up from Mexico.
Everybody stay safe with that in the wet conditions. Nets right now cannot miss. They're 13 out of 15 from the floor after making their first 9. Tyrese Martin on the drive. Wraparound pass to an open Noah Clowney, and he'll hit a 3 from beyond the arc. Clowney makes his first shot, and it's 35-19. Nets leading. We still have 3 minutes left in the first tip. Gillespie brings it across the timeline. Suns working left to right. Gillespie on the drive. Cross court it goes to Nigel Hayes-Davis, who just checked in. He sets a pick for Grayson Allen, whose 3 is short. Gillespie the offensive board. Swings to O'Neal left side. Penetrates on Williams. His pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Suns, as O'Neal tried to fight that pass through a couple of different nets.
Along the baseline. Tried to kick it out to someone on the opposite side.
So now Royce will inbound underneath the basket. And he fakes, looks, finally gets it into Gillespie in the corner. Penetrates, bumps into his man Zaire Williams, then fades and hits from the left elbow. That was a strong move by Colin Gillespie, and no whistle after there was some significant contact between him and Zaire Williams.
A little bit of a flop on the end of that play as well.
Williams whistles a pass to Sharp in the lane, out to Saraf for 3. That's an air ball taken by Royce O'Neal. And he'll whistle a pass ahead. Grayson Allen all alone, and up fake gets Saraf to fly by. He'll put it up and in.
I got a delay of game warning against the Suns.
But
again, defense looking up the court, get a nice easy bucket when you're struggling.
And that easy bucket came from Grayson Allen after a nice outlet pass from Royce O'Neal. So Allen makes it all 5 starters in the scoring column for the Suns, led by 9 from Dylan Brooks. Cam Thomas leads everybody with 14 for the Nets. He's made all 6 of his shots. Day'Ron Sharp has it against Nick Richards, drives him to the right block, stops, leans in, puts it off the window, no good. Tried to tip it up over Nick, and Nick's able to collect the loose ball. Now Gillespie gets a pass ahead that's knocked loose out of bounds by Saraf, and it'll be Suns basketball. As Nigel Hayes-Davis greeting a fan courtside.
That must be one of those celebrities you talked about.
I think it's one of those dignitaries. We'll get a better look. Might have been Shaq. We'll see if we get a look from the front. As here's Colin Gillespie bouncing it to Richards on the right baseline. He drives on Sharp, who has his hands all over him, and a foul is called.
the Knicks front line is pretty solid. Obviously, you add Mark Williams this summer, but the development of also Nick Richards is solid. You know what he's going to give you every night. Nothing spectacular, but pretty solid. Going to be, physical on the on defense. He's going to get on the glass on both ends. Sets good picks. Then you throw in there Malawach, who's just got a ton of potential. Young guy that's sitting there to learn and get minutes when he can.
10th pick out of the draft, out of Duke, as the Suns picked him up as part of the trade with the Houston Rockets. It also brought Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green to town. And Kamal Malawach waited until late in the second half to get into the game against the Lakers last Friday night in Palm Desert. We look forward to seeing when he enters the game here today against the Brooklyn Nets as the Suns get a free throw from Richards. And he goes 1 out of 2 from the line to cut the lead to 11. Now on the drive, it's Ben Saraf. He hesitates, takes a long stride in the lane, and then gets it to go off the windows. Richards tried to block it, but Saraf's patience pays off. He's got 4 points, and the Nets are back up 13. Gillespie gives to Hayes Davis, left side. He hesitates on the baseline, backs it out to Royce O'Neal between the circles. He'll try a 3 and miss that one long off the back iron. It'll careen off into the courtside seats and go out of bounds to the Nets.
Suns just cannot find the range. They can't put 2 or 3 shots together.
1 for 7 for deep for Phoenix. Nets are 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. Saraf on the drive again, hanging in the air again. Gets it knocked away and stolen this time by Royce O'Neal. He'll run the break the other way. Finds Gillespie for 3. He got it from the left wing. That was a couple steps beyond the arc.
Yeah, the nice transition, though. Let him run into it. Defense all in the lane, protecting against the drive. Nice transition by the Suns.
5 points for Gillespie as now Nick Richards swats away an offering from Noah Clown. He tried to track down the loose ball, but he stepped out, and it'll stay with the Nets with 12 on the shot clock. 42 seconds left in quarter number 1, and Brooklyn leading by 10, 37-27. Nets have had that lead up as many as 18 here in the first. Saraf inbounds it to Tyrese Martin. He gets around a screen, drives to the rim, can't get the runner, but the rebound goes to Sharp. Outside, Saraf open for 3, hesitated and missed it short. And Royce O'Neal comes up with a loose ball with 30 seconds to go in the first. O'Neal, no look past Richards. He'll throw it down with both hands, and the Suns are back within 8. Royce O'Neal, a couple of dimes.
Yeah, doing a great job keeping his head up. Well, looking at the floor, looking what the defense is trying to do, and finds a teammate right underneath the rim. Good rim run by Nick. Just big fellow running the floor, first one down the court.
That's one of his strengths, no
sure
doubt
is.
about it. 5 points for Richards off the bench. 15 seconds left in the first as Saraf dribbles near the logo center court. Down to 8 on the shot clock, so a difference of 3. Saraf on the drive against O'Neal, hesitates, then gets to the rim. And a block as Richards came to help, but we got a whistle and a foul. Saraf hit the deck with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. He was able to draw a foul.
Looks like he got Royce O'Neal underneath, but yeah, Nick again doing a nice job making sure he didn't get the shot up there for a 3-point opportunity. All said and done, the Suns, at worst here, it looks like they're going to could be down 10, but the way Brooklyn has shot it and the Suns have struggled, not a bad opening quarter.
No, good comeback here.
Sure has been.
Suns were in control pretty much from the get-go last Friday in Palm Desert against the Lakers and won that one by 22. But
and the Lakers got some bad news as LeBron James is going to miss the first 3 to 4 weeks for a sciatica nerve problem on the right side.
Yeah, that is a problem, by the way. Anybody who suffers from sciatica,
Yeah.
And LeBron is now one of those sufferers. And so, as you mentioned, likely out for the opener. 3 to 4 weeks is what they're saying right now. Ben Saraf, the rookie out of Israel, able to hit both free throws. He was the 26th pick in the draft for the Nets. And now it's a 10-point lead again. 3 seconds to go. Gillespie crosses the timeline, tries a 3, and can't buy it at the buzzer, but nearly got that one to fall. A good look at the end of the first for the Suns. Get to the break, down by 10, 39-29 after a blistering shooting performance from the Brooklyn Nets. We'll recap that and get you ready for quarter number 2 next on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
The Phoenix Suns have a new coach, a new GM, and some new young and talented players, but some things remain the same, like D. Book and D. Schwartz. That's Dr. Schwartz for those asking. Yes, the team eye doctor of your Suns is back for his 26th season. While he may not be able to dribble behind his back, he is the most advanced LASIK surgeon in the Valley. So for those of you interested in LASIK surgery, the Schwartz Laser Eye Center is offering free consults in Scottsdale, Glendale, and Mesa. Call 480-483-EYES or go online at teamidoc.com.
At Fry's, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you'd never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Fry's shoppers never compromise. Fry's. Fresh for everyone.
Suns fans, join FanDuel today. You'll get started with $300 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Plus, after the game tips off, you can even combine live prop bets into a same-game parlay for a chance to win big. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the Phoenix Suns. 21 plus and present in Arizona. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
1 quarter in the books at the Venetian Arena in Macau, China, and the Suns trailing the Nets 39-29. John Bloom, Tim Kempton back with you, along with our engineer Walt Ellis. Ali Narini producing. And TK, what stood out in that first quarter?
Obviously, the shooting of the Nets and the Suns not being able to get it going. They finally did to make it a 10-point deficit here after the first quarter, but 39 points, way too much. Jordan Ott and his staff not going to be happy with the output, even though the Nets did shoot it very well. Can't have 40-point quarters and expect to win in the NBA.
68% for Brooklyn, 45% for Phoenix. Is now the Nets start with a turnover on offense, working right to left as Cam Thomas couldn't handle a high pass. That's the first thing he hasn't been able to handle all day. Thomas 6 of 6 from the floor in the opening frame. He's got 14 to lead all scorers. Now Royce O'Neal hustles down the floor, missed the runner, and the rebound goes to Noah Clowney, who brings it back the other way. The Nets have it on offense, leading by 10. 30 seconds into quarter number 2 in the NBA China Games 2025. Happy to have you with us here on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network. Cam Thomas dribbling left side, hesitates, drives on Hayes Davis and feeds Clowney in the right corner. He'll put one up on the run and bank it in.
Still, everything going up. I mean, that's a difficult shot off glass, off the move, and he still makes it.
5 points for Noah Clowney, and the Nets are back up 12. Here's Grayson Allen on the drive. A running left-hander is short. Rebound tapped out. Gillespie has his hands on it. Bounce pass underneath, looking for Oso. It's deflected out of bounds by the Nets, but they're going to give it to Brooklyn. That looked like a clear deflection, but it goes to the Nets. Oso Ighodaro arguing his case, saying that was off of Brooklyn.
Well, the officials are in preseason as well.
They are indeed. Here's Nolan Traore, the Nets rookie point guard. Bounces it over to Cam Thomas on the left wing. Drives on O'Neal, then crosses over into the paint. Running right-hander off the back iron, no good. He finally missed one, Cam Thomas, but the offensive board gets knocked out to Traore. He'll put it back up and get the roll.
Yeah, the Nets making the most of their opportunities, getting on the glass, getting more than one opportunity.
Grayson Allen takes it coast to coast, goes straight to the rim. Layup goes, and the foul, the deuce, and the damage for Grayson.
Nice push after a made bucket. He gets it up on that left wing, keeps on going to the basket.
Kind of bobbled the ball in his drive.
Good concentration.
A regather midair and a finish. And Clowney took one down low as Grayson had his foot up in the air. So Clowney got the worst of that in many ways. And the foul goes on him. That's his first. That free throw is up and good for Grayson. Allen
more
with 5.
Svelte Grayson this year. It came in last year, came in really strong. You could see the time and effort he put in the weight room. Just did it different this year. Just a little skinnier, more agile, quicker. but still just as strong.
I think you nailed it, though. The focus was more on speed than strength in this offseason, whereas he built all that strength last offseason. Now it might be the best of both worlds. He's got the combo platter. Here's Cam Thomas up faking 10 times against Gillespie before giving it up to Claxton. He gets rejected by Oso Ighodaro. Gillespie, the loose ball, one-on-one, driving Thomas into the lane. They collide. Gillespie falls to the ground in pain. He's on his back right now. And he'll get helped up by Royce O'Neal and Nigel Hayes-Davis, but wincing in pain, Colin Gillespie draws the foul.
Yeah, it did a nice job there. It pushed the ball up the court. They had a bunch of Brooklyn Nets back on defense, but they all spread out to take the shooters coming up the floor. And Colin did the right thing and went right at Cam Thomas, getting to the free throw line.
And that could have been much worse. What happened was Gillespie ended up stepping on Thomas's foot on that drive. They both go down, and fortunately they're both all right. Sometimes when you see that happen, it can get really ugly, but that was uglier than it ended up being at first look. Gillespie hits the first free throw. He's got a good start, 6 points, 4 rebounds.
Yeah, such a good player. You know, and talking to Brian Gregory this offseason, it's like Colin Gillespie finally believes he's an NBA player now. And that, for a guy that came to the NBA the way he did, you know, the G League with Denver, bouncing around a little bit, but he finally believes that he's an NBA player, and he's definitely got the skill.
Well, he absolutely does. Here's Clowney with the skill. A three from the left corner goes for Noah Clowney, who has made 2 of them from deep. He's got 8 quick points off the bench, and the Nets retake a 12-point lead. 46-34, 9:25 to go. Remember, when Gillespie was playing in the G League last year, he would get triple-doubles on a nightly occasion for the Valley Suns. Here's a three that's an air ball from Royce, but Nigel Hayes-Davis collects the loose ball, gets it to Gillespie, gets it back, and misses the three from the right corner. Outlet pass to Traore. He's ahead of the crowd. He'll lay it up and in off the window. And the rookie from France has his 3rd basket on 3 tries. 6 points for Nolan Traore. Colin Gillespie dribbles to the free throw line. Pull-up jumper short. And Traore has the rebound. Nets with the ball up 14 with under 9 minutes left in the first half. 48-34. And if you're missing it, the Nets started leading by 18 in the first few minutes of this game before the Suns made a furious comeback. But now the Nets extending that lead again as they get a foul called on Nigel Hayes-Davis. Zaire Williams drew the foul. Yeah, with 8:47 left in the second, Jordan Ott's going to go back to his bench as Gillespie will get a breather. 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 10 minutes of action for Colin, as we talked about. He's been impressive so far in these first couple preseason games. Now Cam Thomas dribbling top of the key, finds Claxton in the lane. He'll throw it down over Jared Butler, who just checked in, as Nick Claxton noticed he had no rim protection down there.
Yeah, Oso jumped on the switch, which created the opportunity underneath, and just gave up too much space.
Now Butler driving, feeding Hayes-Davis in the right corner. He backs down on Traore, turns into the lane, fades, and it goes out. After rattling the rim, it bounces out for Nigel Hayes-Davis. As you mentioned, the Suns just cannot find the range. 38% as a team compared to 69% still for the Nets. Cam Thomas around a screen from Claxton. He'll pull up for 3, miss it. Claxton gets the loose ball underneath the basket. He's double-teamed and falls out of bounds, tried to save it, and looking for a foul instead. It's going to be Suns basketball. Claxton's just lying on his stomach right now under the basket as he fell down.
He's really selling it. He's sitting there. He just got off balance and stumbled, trying to sell a foul.
And Nigel Hayes-Davis just gave him a little tap in the back. It wasn't enough for a foul. And Claxton's finally to his feet now. 8 minutes, 1 second left in quarter number 2.
Something just happened. They called something on the floor.
We've got a turnover on Claxton, according to my stat monitor.
Did they give him a T as well?
I have no indication of a technical foul, but it could have been a delay of game warning.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
If I had to just take a guess, because he was, no, it's a technical. It's Grayson Allen just hit a free throw. And that's the pleasures of calling a game off a monitor, folks, because we just didn't know. We didn't see.
I saw the T motion from Nick Bucher, but it was kind of like, a panning shot. So I didn't, I think.
So it is a technical foul on the Nets, and it was hit by Grayson Allen. And so Allen now has 6 points, and it's 50-35. Brooklyn. Oso Ighodaro handling the basketball, again bringing it up the floor as he has been throughout this preseason. Finds Hayes-Davis on the right wing. He'll give it up to Royce O'Neal. Behind the back dribble against Zaire Williams. Takes him to the rim. Layup goes with the left hand. Strong move by Royce O'Neal.
Sure was.
Here's Traore hustling it up the floor, almost lost a handle, got it back. Defended tightly by Jared Butler, who looked good in the preseason opener with 12 points off the bench. Now Tyrese Martin weaving through traffic, puts up a runner that misses off the back iron. Sharp battles for the rebound for the Nets, and we get a foul on the Suns.
Oh, so that'll be his third.
Yes, it will. He's going to have to be careful down there. He was just grabbing on to Day'Ron Sharp trying to get that rebound, but Sharp's a big body.
Yeah, they were clinched up there.
So Oso stays out there.
Devin Booker back on the court.
Yes, he is. He's out there with Hayes Davis, O'Neal. Dylan Brooks actually going to check in for Nigel Hayes Davis, and here comes Ryan Dunn, too, just as we start to say who's on the floor. Jordan Ott says not so fast. There's some new guys. Jared Butler will stay there with Booker, Iguodaro, Dunn, and Brooks. We like what we saw from Butler.
Yeah, Jared Butler did a real nice job. And as you mentioned in the broadcast the other night, true point guard. You know, very, very comfortable handling the ball. And then, as we were talking about Jared Butler, the Brooklyn Nets make another three.
That is their sixth make on 10 tries. Tyrese Martin was the author of that one as Butler's pass stolen away by the Nets. Michael Porter Jr. gets it. Ahead to Martin. He wants another three, this time the left side. No, it's off the back iron. Booker had it knocked away from behind by Zaire Williams, who was over his back. And
it's going to be a foul on the Suns again somehow.
They're calling the Suns for the foul.
Did they call Oso again?
If they did, that's 4. No, they're giving it to Booker. According to my screen here, Devin Booker will pick up his first. And it is going to be free throws. No, they're going to Nets basketball, side out. And the Nets have Ben Saraf, Day'Ron Sharp, Michael Porter Jr., Tyrese Martin, and Zaire Williams on the floor. Porter on the drive against Oso. Tried to knock it away. He fades and misses short. Rebound knocked loose out of bounds, and it's Suns basketball. The Nets protesting. Day'Ron Sharp thought Ryan Dunn knocked it out. And we'll see if they're going to challenge that call. With 6:55 left in the second. We have a timeout on the floor. It's the Brooklyn Nets 53, the Phoenix Suns 37.
At Bell Bank, the Valley is our home, and we're committed to investing in our community. With 4 locations across the Phoenix Metro, you'll find all the financial tools you need to reach your goals. Whether you're saving for the future, starting a business, or buying your first home, we have the experience and expertise you can count on. And we're proud to be the official bank of the Phoenix Suns. Visit Bell.Bank to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free t-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at Suns.com.
Suns fans, a new season means a new chance to shine. And just like your Phoenix Suns, Ford's starting lineup is ready to rise to the occasion. Whether it's the strength of F-150, the boldness of Bronco and Bronco Sport, or the speed of Mustang, Ford brings the power, style, and capability to drive what's next. So rise and shine, Suns fans, and get behind the wheel of your new Ford truck or SUV today. Only at your Desert Ford dealers, proud partners of the Phoenix Suns.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. Mornings, it's Bickley and Murata, 6 to 10 a.m. Bickley and Murata, 6 to 10 a.m.
I like Vinny a lot. I like you too, Bick.
Middays, it's Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. What is up? What's going on, Luke? Afternoons, it's Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m. Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m.
Burnsy, what's going on?
Arizona's biggest sports personalities are on the local sports leader. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
And a huge ovation at the Venetian Arena in Macau, China, as they introduce Yao Ming to the crowd, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Dwayne Wade, Vince Carter. A lot of NBA firepower at the NBA China Games 2025. Welcome back. John Bloom, Tim Kempton with you. 53-37. It's the Nets on top. But this has got to be an exciting moment for everybody in attendance at the Venetian Arena.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, you bring these kind of star power over there, and they get to see him up close and personal. Really, really fun for them. And Yao Ming is still huge.
Yeah, he hasn't lost any of his size.
Oh, I mean, Vince Carter, look at Vince Carter and Dwayne Wade look like little boys standing in front of Yao.
They are tiny little kids, and Shaq even looks small again next to Yao Ming, which tells you all you need to know about the size of that man who is absolutely adored in his native China and did so much for the sport of basketball worldwide, not just in China.
Yes, worldwide.
Nets with the basketball, leading by 16, and they've been spectacular to start this game, shooting the ball. Traore has it on the left wing, gives it to Day'Ron Sharpe. So they've got 8 seconds on the shot clock. It's a bounce pass to a cutting Porter, get it knocked away, stolen by Booker. Here come the Suns. Ryan Dunn hustling into the forecourt, goes to the rim, throws it down with a right-hand jam. Ryan Dunn beating the Nets down the floor and making the rim pay.
We're seeing the Suns really look up the court here early in the preseason. See if they take it. Wow, making it difficult for him in the backcourt.
Jared Butler just all over Nolan Traore and ended up forcing the ball loose. It goes out of bounds. Traore's looking at the officials going, what am I supposed to do with this? The guy who's all over me.
You know what they would have said back in the day? Shut up, rookie, and play. But no,
do you know how to say that in French?
There's an entitled new generation that you can't say that to. I'm sorry, I missed the call. I'll get it next time.
Can you throw a s'il vous plaît in there for Mr. Traore? Here's Ben Saraf. He's got it on the left wing, gave it up to Porter, had it picked by Dylan Brooks. He goes coast to coast and throws it down with both hands. Brooks has been excellent so far, as he's got 11 points to lead the Suns. That time a steal leading to a jam.
Nice play again. The pressure making dividends for the Suns. Wow, that's good defense.
This time Jared Butler does get a whistle and a foul called after being all over Ben Saraf.
That's good defense.
Saraf took his turn bringing it up the floor. Nolan Traore's probably like, you do it. I don't want to try this against this guy. Jared Butler, that's what it's going to take to try to make a team like this when there's that much competition. Now here's Sharpe taking it into the lane, hesitates, and then gets the runner to go over Oso Ighodaro. So Day'Ron Sharpe able to hit his second bucket, and it's 4 points off the bench for Sharpe. Booker hits Ighodaro. He gets to the rim, and another jam for the Suns, this time courtesy of Oso Ighodaro.
Yeah, the offense is starting to click a little bit more here. They're getting, nice cutting movement without the ball.
Good pass by Booker, his third assist of the game. And now Butler knocks the ball loose again. He stole it from Saraf. Booker brings it up the floor. Dribbles into a three and missed it off the back iron. Rebounded by Martin of the Nets. He crosses into the forecourt with 5:15 left in the first half. Nets up by 12, 55-43. They've led by as many as 18. That came early in the first. Martin gets around a pick from Sharpe and gives it back outside. Clowney, or rather Terrence Mann, down low. Porter puts it up and in. Off the windows, he gets the roll.
Suns were scrambling. The Nets just did a better job on that possession, moving the ball.
8 points for Michael Porter Jr. Now Jared Butler into the forecourt. Swings on the right side to Dylan Brooks. Brooks goes between his legs, penetrates on Saraf, hangs and misses the runner off the backboard, but then he tips the loose ball down low, looking for Oso. It's deflected out by Sharpe. Nets keep the Suns from getting an easy look, and instead it'll be 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix.
I think we're going to see the first sighting of Kaman Malawatch into the game.
A little first half action for the rookie out of Duke, who waited until late in the second half to make his debut against the Lakers and looked pretty good doing so, especially attacking the glass. But now he's out there with Butler, Brooks, Booker, and Dunn. And Brooks gets it to Booker between the rings. He fakes the three, steps to his left, shoots a deep three, and missed it off the back iron. Ryan Dunn the rebound, out to Brooks. He'll try a three from straight away. That's short. Loose ball battled for. Terrence Mann has it for the Nets. Brings it up the left wing as the Suns still struggling from deep. 2 of 14. While the Nets are 6 of 11. Here's Porter for 3. He got another one. That's 7 of 12 now for Brooklyn. And Michael Porter Jr. into double figures with 11 points here in the first half. Nets go back up 17, 60-43, as Dylan Brooks brings it back the other way. Crosses over to his left, feeds Malawatch straight to the rim. He's layup too strong, but a whistle comes in late. And Kaman Malawatch will head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Get him involved in the offense right away on a nice pick and roll. He's got good hands, catches that ball.
All right, let's break this down because this is a big-time polarizing topic right now on Planet Orange. Man. the nickname for Kaman Malawach.
Yes.
Used by his teammates, his coaching staff exclusively. They don't call him Kaman. They don't call him Malawach. It's Man-Man. How do you feel about it?
That's good for them. I'm calling him Kaman Malawach.
Okay, you're going to go with the full name.
Yeah, I've never been a big nickname guy. You know, I mean,
it is polarized. There are a lot of people who don't think like Man fits for a 7'2" dude. That's like, you know,
makes both his free throws.
Did look very sharp on the free throw.
Yeah, he does a nice job there.
He's an 80% shooter in his freshman year at Duke.
You know, like people give me a hard time. My kids are Timothy, Michael, Matthew, and Catherine.
Those are all lovely names. What's wrong with you? Just don't call them by nicknames.
Yeah, nicknames, but we don't shorten it.
There's a lob pass and a jam time for Nick Claxton, who hangs on the rim, alley-oop style, as he got that one down low from Michael Porter Jr., and it's back to a 17-point Nets lead, 62-45. On the dribble, Jared Butler trying to get around Ben Saraf, and the rookie was staying with him. Finally, a foul is called on Saraf. He's got good size for that point guard position at 6'6". Another look at the alley-oop from Porter to Claxton, who's feeling a lot better about his game. The last time he had the ball underneath the basket, he just fell over underneath. This time he did what he's trained to do, throwing it down. Suns down 17 with the ball. 3:34 left in the first half. Ryan Dunn looking to inbound. Lobs to traffic. It's knocked away, but Grayson Allen saves it in for Brooks. Down low. It's done with a throwdown off the nice dish from Dylan Brooks. So the Suns answer the alley-oop of the Nets with one of their own.
Floor was spread, good passing, and good activity by the Suns on their offensive end.
6 points for Dunn. 62-47 Nets. Cam Thomas, who started the game on fire, dribbling right side. Lobs one towards Claxton. He'll tip it up and in over Malawach. That was a tough finish by Nick Claxton, as Kaman Malawach had great position.
A lot of hands there. Yeah, Nick Claxton just did a good job tipping it to the glass. And got the best result, having the ball fall in.
9 points, 7 rebounds for Claxton. Also has 5 assists here in the first half. He's on triple-double watch. We got to delay a game right now, and another technical foul called on the Nets. So it's Devin Booker to the line, and he'll knock it down.
Yeah, they're over the delay a game. They got the warning, and they've delayed it since. So that's what the technicals are coming in here.
64-48 Brooklyn, as Devin Booker is now 5 for 5 from the line, but he has not made a field goal. He's 0 for 3 from the floor. He's got 3 assists and 3 steals to go with his 5 points. And we get a big round of applause at Venetian Arena for Fambo Sung, who has just checked in, the native of China, who did not play in the Nets preseason opener. He's out there defending Dylan Brooks right now. And switches over on Devin Booker, bumps into him, and picks up the whistle and the foul. 2:56 left to go. First half action in Macau. And the Suns trailing 64-48. Devin Booker just drawing a foul from the local favorite, Fambo Sung, who played for the G League Ignite program back in 2022 before going back to play in Beijing the last 3 years. And he signed with the Nets just a few weeks ago and is now playing for them in the NBA China games. We'll get a timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. Suns down 16. First half action here on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy plate, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Every day begins with the promise of something new. A new perspective, a fresh start. At Banner Health, right here, right now, we're pioneering new ways to treat cancer with our own immune systems. We're among the first to treat Parkinson's with a patient's own cells. And we're a world leader in artificial heart implantation. All while training over 1,300 doctors every year. Impressive, right? It's just another Banner Day. Banner Health.
Yates Buick GMC is proud to introduce our 2026 starting lineup of vehicles built to perform. Leading off, the GMC Sierra 1500. Power, capability, and strength. Up next, the Buick Envision. Sleek, stylish, and designed for comfort. And holding it down, the GMC Yukon AT4 Ultimate. Bold, rugged, and ready for anything. Yates Buick GMC, serving the Valley for over 40 years with honest prices and world-class service. Visit us in person or online at yatesbuickgmc.com.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy place every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
2 minutes, 56 seconds left to play. First half action in China from the Venetian Arena in Macau. The Suns trailing the Nets 64-48. John Bloom, Tim Kempton back with you here, along with our engineer Walt Ellis and our producer Ali Narini. Happy to have you with us on this Friday morning. First of two games between the Suns and the Nets at Venetian Arena. They'll be back at it Sunday morning for a 4 a.m. tip-off. And we look forward to bringing you all the action of that one as well. Devin Booker at the free throw line with the Suns down 16. And, Tim, this is where all his points have come from so far.
Yeah, definitely need Devin to get going. Brooklyn is double-teaming him a lot as soon as he gets the ball, getting the ball out of his hands, putting it on other people.
Just missed his first attempt. Second free throw on the way. Got that one. So he's 6 out of 7 on the game. And the Suns are back within 15. 64-49 with 2:50 left. Quarter number 2. Terrence Mann has it for Brooklyn in between the rings. Dribbles over to the right side with Ryan Dunn defending. Dunn gets a piece of the pass that goes to Claxton, who gives it back to Mann. Straight to the rim. The layup short. Dunn may have blocked that from behind. And now Brooks gets it poked away from behind. He steals it back from Claxton, though, on the pass. Saraf dives in, or rather Sung takes the legs out of Dylan Brooks, and Fambo Sung's going to get called for his first or second personal foul, and that should be more free throws for the Suns.
Yeah, you like the effort, but Brooks was the first one to get to it. As you said, Sung took his legs out, so I'll put Dylan at the free throw line.
And Dylan's been leading the way for the Suns so far today. He's 5 of 11 from the floor, including 1 3 on 5 tries. 11 points for Brooks, a couple steals. He came out firing on Friday night in his son's debut and made his first 3 threes. And that was an encouraging thing because we know he could shoot. He was 40%.
He's a heck of a player.
But it's not the headline when you talk about
exactly. You know, we haven't been able to, I haven't had an opportunity to sit down and talk to him about it. I'd love to hear his thinking of, because he is a heck of a player.
Makes both free throws to cut the lead to 13, 64-51. We get a whistle away from the basketball and a foul called on Ryan Dunn, grabbing onto Terrence Mann. So Dunn will pick up his third personal, both he and Oso with 3 here in the first half. And the Suns going with Kaman Malawach to finish up the half here. He's out there with Brooks, Dunn, Booker, as well as Grayson Allen. And it's Cam Thomas at the free throw line for 2 shots. He's been quiet recently after a very loud start to this one. He made his first 6 field goals, including a 3, and had 14 points out the gates. But now he's got 15 after making the first free throw. One more coming up here for the former LSU Tiger, and he got that as well. 66-51. Nets lead it. 2:24 left in the half. Dunn fires a pass all the way into the forecourt. Brooks is open for 3. He'll shoot it and hit it from the right side. Dylan Brooks, second make from deep. He's got 16 to lead the Suns and equal Cam Thomas's game high. Now Thomas back the other way. It's Saraf on the left wing. He'll dribble against Grayson Allen's defense. Over to the right side now. Saraf hesitates, brings it baseline, dumps a pass for Mann, and we're going to get a foul as Terrence Mann made his way across the paint. He got hit in the head. Grayson Allen called for his first personal.
Suns doing a great job that last possession. The Nets pressuring up the court a little bit. The Suns are doing a real nice job looking over the top and getting some good looks on their offensive end because of it.
And that was Ryan Dunn doing the over-the-top looking and completing of that pass ahead to Dylan Brooks, which was basically a 3-quarter court pass.
See if the Suns can get it to 10 or under and, have an equal quarter with the Nets. They trailed by 13 now. They were down 10 after that opening quarter. You've got 2 minutes to go. And again, getting down by big double digits.
Dylan Brooks wants another three from almost the same spot he just hit, but this one's short. And Cam Thomas rebounds the miss. He dribbles it off his leg, then regathers it on the right wing. Gets around a screen from Claxton and backs it out against Malawach, who switches on him in the man-to-man defense. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Thomas dribbling against Malawach. Step-back jumper over the big man is short. Rebound trying to jam it back was Claxton, but he missed it. Man comes up with a loose ball and a fresh 14 on the clock. Thomas over on the left side. Again dribbling against Malawach, who got his hand caught in the cookie jar that time, and a foul is called on Kaman.
Tough job putting him on the perimeter again, Cam Thomas. He did a nice job the first possession. That time just isolated too much on the wing.
First personal foul on the rookie. 10th overall pick out of Duke. As we get a look on our monitor of Commissioner Adam Silver, who's also in the house in Macau.
I think we got a blood timeout.
A little infection control. There we go. Yeah.
That's awful misleading, because infection control is insinuating that someone's infected.
There is an insinuation there, isn't there? Or an inference?
Yeah,
there is one of those taking place by the officiating crew.
Yeah.
And it is Dylan Brooks getting patched up by Roger Sancho right now.
Roger.
On the sidelines. That is the head trainer for the Phoenix Suns. Brooks gets a armband over on his left to
look
cover
at the
up.
Shades. Did you see the shades?
I missed the shades.
Oh, my.
Someone rocking shades on the sidelines?
Assistant head coach. Is he assistant head coach?
Just
or
assistant coach. Assistant coach, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Jesse. Yeah, I see him with the orange
Jesse Mermis.
frames.
Yeah.
Jesse Mermis, bring in the frames. I don't know if they're shades, but they're definitely glasses.
Oh, thank you. Not shades. Yeah.
It's like, who's rocking shades?
Rocking shades.
For Venetian Arena might be brighter than most that we're used to going to.
But we got a couple of guys in here. Rex Chapman is a guy that has some.
He gets unique frames.
Yes, as well.
Yeah.
Wonder if
stands out.
Wonder if Rex hooked Jesse up.
We're going to have to get to the bottom of that. Jesse Mermis will be alongside us throughout the season with our scouting reports. We had him last Friday for our first one, as both free throws go by Cam Thomas, and Thomas leads all scorers with 18. Here's Grayson Allen trying to counter, pulls up and hits from the dotted line, and Allen pulls the Suns back within 13, 69-56 as we hit the 1 minute mark in the first half. From Macau, China, Nick Claxton holding at the top of the arc against Malawach. Bounce pass to Thomas. He drives over to the left elbow. Back to Claxton. He'll throw it down on the alley-oop. That was a nice two-man game. Give and go between Thomas and Claxton, who's into double figures with 11. He's filling the stat sheet. He's got 8 boards and 5 assists, too, to go with those 11 points. Suns down 15 again. 44 seconds left. Brooks, step back three on the left side. Rims around, no good. Malawach, the offensive board. Backs it out to Grayson Allen, who's alone just inside the timeline. Swings to Brooks, left side. Penetrates around his defender. Pull-up jumper in the lane. No, off the back rim. And Cam Thomas has the rebound. So it's the Nets with the ball and a 15-point lead. And a difference of 5 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock, which is down to 14. Holding his man on the right wing. He's got Booker defending him. Down to 9 on the shot clock as he starts to dribble. Brooks switches on him. A bounce pass to Thomas. He drives on Booker. Steps back. Fakes the three. Now shoots the three. It's an air ball. And at the shot clock buzzer, Saraf tried to get it to the rim, but it's a shot clock violation. And the Suns will have it with just a few seconds. 4.6 on the clock.
Another 30-plus point quarter for Brooklyn. A little bit better than 40, but the Suns have got to do a better job here in the second half. Limiting the opportunities and the makes of the Brooklyn Nets.
They're still shooting 60% from the floor. So here's Allen set to inbound the backcourt. Gets it to Booker. Quickly into the forecourt. Ahead, it's Gillespie for three. And he knocks it down with 0.3 of a second to play. Colin Gillespie from the left corner. And at the buzzer, the long heave will not go for the Nets. And Gillespie's 10 points in the first half. The Suns get to within a dozen. At the end of quarter number 2, it's Brooklyn 71 and Phoenix Phoenix 59. Stay with us. We got a SportsCenter update for you coming up at the half. We'll come back and get you all the first half stats, get you ready for second half action. The NBA China Games 2025 underway from Venetian Arena in Macau, where the Suns trail the Nets at the break 71-59.
The NBA season is officially here, and we're going hard from start to finish. Every player is showing out. All 30 teams are locking in. To win it all in this league, fans and players need to give everything. All season long. The American Express NBA tip-off begins October 21st on ESPN, NBC, Peacock, and Prime.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free t-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at Suns.com. The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free t-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at Suns.com.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting The Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. November 30th, 2 shows, 3 and 7:30 p.m. PHX Arena. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
The Phoenix Suns have a new coach, a new GM, and some new young and talented players, but some things remain the same, like D. Book and D. Schwartz. That's Dr. Schwartz for those asking. Yes, the team eye doctor of your Suns is back for his 26th season. While he may not be able to dribble behind his back, he is the most advanced LASIK surgeon in the Valley. So for those of you interested in LASIK surgery, the Schwartz Laser Eye Center is offering free consults in Scottsdale, Glendale, and Mesa. Call 480-483-EYES or go online at teamidoc.com.
It's halftime with the Phoenix Suns. Suns Halftime, a review of first half action and special sports features.
From the worldwide headquarters of ESPN, this is SportsCenter All Night on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Now, here's Alex Del Barrio.
Well, what a busy Thursday night in the world of sports we just had. Playoff baseball, week 6 of the NFL getting underway. Plenty of action on the ice as the NHL season is now fully underway. A lot to get to. We'll get right to it. SportsCenter All Night, ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, Sirius XM Channel 80. I am Alex Obario. SportsCenter All Night and ESPN Radio as part of All Night Nation on the Dr. Pepper call-in line. Call us at 888-SAY-ESPN. That's 888-729-3776. ESPN Nation is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. It's not college football season without the delicious taste of an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. College football, it's a pepper thing. Before we get to that postseason baseball, let's get to week 6, and it's a divisional matchup from East Rutherford, New Jersey. NFC East showdown between the Eagles and Giants. The Eagles have dominated Thursdays as of late. They are 10-1 on Thursdays over the last 10 seasons. The Giants, meanwhile, winless on Thursdays in that same span. The only winless team on a Thursday night in the NFL over the last 10 seasons. Philly has also won their last 10 primetime games against the Giants. So it looks like this should be all Eagles in this particular matchup, right? Well, let's start in the first quarter. Eagles already up 3-0. Giants on the move in the red zone, and Jackson Dart takes off for the tutty.
Dart in shotgun set, drops back to throw, escapes. Now he's going to run with it. Cuts at the 15, he's to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Giants! Jackson Dart! 20-yard touchdown run! And for the first time since 2009, the Giants have scored a touchdown on the opening drive of the game in 3 consecutive games.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free t-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at Suns.com.
Every day begins with the promise of something new, a new perspective, a fresh start. At Banner Health, right here, right now, we're pioneering new ways to treat cancer with our own immune systems. We're among the first to treat Parkinson's with a patient's own cells. And we're a world leader in artificial heart implantation, all while training over 1,300 doctors every year. Impressive, right? It's just another Banner day. Banner Health.
Oh, you didn't know? Gila River Resorts and Casinos is Arizona's #1 casino, and no one does it better. So, play hard, relax like a movie star, party like a rock star, and dine like a king or a queen. However you do you, no one lets you take it to legendary status like we do. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you. Visit one of our 4 locations, Wild Horse Pass, Lone Butte, Vicuiva, or Santan Mountain, or visit GilaCasinos.com to learn more.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience. That all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Phoenix Suns. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles, from seeing your favorite Sun stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Suns. See you courtside, Phoenix.
This has been the Phoenix Suns Halftime Report on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network.
KTAR AM Phoenix. This is where Arizona connects with the worldwide leader in sports. ESPN 620.
Suns fans, the game moves fast, and the ones who lead, they never slow down. And like your Suns, Ford is designed for the fast break. Quick off the line, strong in the paint, and always driving forward. With the unstoppable F-150 and Super Duty or the dynamic Maverick, Ford trucks are made to handle the pressure when it counts. So take the lead in a Ford, the #1 selling truck brand in Arizona. Only at your Desert Ford dealers, proud partners of the Phoenix Suns. Based on S&P Global Mobility Retail U.S. new vehicle registrations for the truck vehicle type CYTD October 2024.
At Bell Bank, the Valley is our home, and we're committed to investing in our community. With 4 locations across the Phoenix Metro, you'll find all the financial tools you need to reach your goals. Whether you're saving for the future, starting a business, or buying your first home, we have the experience and expertise you can count on. And we're proud to be the official bank of the Phoenix Suns. Visit Bell.Bank to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Suns are your game ticket to ride. When the Suns play at home, your game ticket doubles as Valley Metro rail fare. Good as early as 4 hours before the game and through the end of the transit day. Skip the hassle of traffic. Save on parking and ride straight to the arena. Exit on 3rd Street in Jefferson or 3rd Street in Washington. It's fast, it's easy, and it's all part of your ticket to ride. Find out more at valleymetro.org/Suns or download the Valley Metro app.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. Mornings, it's Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m. Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m.
I like Vinny a lot. I like you too, Bick.
Middays, it's Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
What is up? What's going on, Luke?
Afternoons, it's Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m. Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m.
Bernsey, what's going on?
Arizona's biggest sports personalities are on the local sports leader.
Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
It is halftime at the Venetian Arena in Macau, China, with all kinds of festivities taking place for the fans right now as we get you ready for second half action. John Bloom, Tim Kempton with you, along with our engineer, Walt Ellis. And we've got Ali Narini producing the broadcast back inside the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network studios. And let's take a look at the first half stats, Tim, as the Suns trailed by as many as 18 in the first quarter, rallied to get it down to 10. Then the Nets were able to get that lead balloon back up, but it's a dozen at the break, 71-59.
Yeah, and again, it's one of those things. 39 points in the first quarter, 32 in the second. The Nets continue to shoot it well. They've 60% overall, 53% from behind the arc. Suns only 43% and only 4 of 18 from behind the arc. The one thing that they're doing well is the pressure is definitely getting to the Brooklyn Nets. The Suns have turned them over 13 times, and they've scored, or 14 times, and scored 21 points off of it. So that's a big reason why the Suns have been able to kind of scrap their way and stay in touch with the Brooklyn Nets. Going to have to be a better second half shooting and better second half of defense against Brooklyn, take away some of those clean looks.
Yeah, if you missed the start of this game, the Nets came out basically as if they were running a layup line, although they weren't all layups. They were making from everywhere. They made their first 9 shots. Cam Thomas went 6 for 6 to start this game, and the Suns dug themselves a deep hole, as I mentioned, 18 down in quarter number 1. But as Tim mentioned, they ratcheted up that defensive pressure, and that forced those turnovers from the Nets, and we'll see if they continue that when they get the second half underway. Let's take a look at some of the individual numbers. The Suns were led by Dillon Brooks, Tim. He made 6 of his 15 field goal attempts in that first half, including 2 for 8 from deep. 16 points, 2 steals, and an assist for Brooks. 10 points off the bench for Colin Gillespie, who hit that 3 right before the buzzer, and that gave the Suns a little extra boost going into the break.
Yeah, it's nice to see those guys stepping up. Listen, Dillon Brooks is a heck of a basketball player, not shy at all. And if you're going to take Devin out of the game by double-teaming him, we know he's a willing passer. We know he understands what's going on. Hey, my time will come, but if they're going to double team me, that means a teammate's open. Devin's going to find you. Great play at the end of the half to get that 3 to cut it to 12. But Dillon Brooks is a guy that they're going to depend on to score the ball this year in that starting line, along with Jalen Green when he gets back. So, you know, obviously they don't have their full starting lineup, so Brooklyn's taking Devin out of the game with double teams. He's had very few attempts overall. He's gotten to the free throw line, but Devin's only
0 for 3.
0 for 3. He's only taken three shots from the field so far.
And 0 for 2 from downtown for Devin Booker. 6 points in that first half as they all came from the stripe. Grayson Allen had 8. Booker did lead the Suns with 4 assists, and actually he was one shy of Royce O'Neal, who came off the bench with 5 assists for the Suns, who again trail by 12 at the break. For the Nets, they were led by Cam Thomas, who started with 14 in the first few minutes, ended with 18 first half points, 6 of 10 from the floor, so he missed his last 4 shots, 1 for 3 from deep, and made all 5 of his free throws. How about Nick Claxton? 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists in that first half.
Pick and roll, finish at the rim, catch those alley-oops, get on the offensive glass. Nick Claxton playing his role very well here early for the Brooklyn Nets.
And the other guy that I think Nets fans must be excited about, because he was their big offseason acquisition, is Michael Porter Jr. He had 11 points on 4 of 6 shooting, made a couple threes as well.
Yeah, exactly what they need him to do. Spread the floor, catch and make those threes. You know, off the dribble drives, they're a hard dribble kick team, and Michael Porter Jr. taking advantage of it, knocking down some open looks.
So here we are getting ready for the second half of game 1 of 2 in China for the Suns and the Nets. And I am sitting with a guy who's actually played basketball in the country of China. When you were playing there, it was exhibition-style games. The crowd, was there anything different about the Chinese crowd compared to where other places you played? You played all around the globe.
Yeah, no, again, a very vocal crowd, very love the NBA game. Obviously, it was an NBA Legends tour. Why I was on it, I have no idea with the Legends title, but Buck Williams, Clyde Drexler played on it, Eddie Johnson, but we had a great time. We actually won 2 out of the 3 games.
Nice. Against the Chinese national team.
Against the Chinese national team. I think we got pretty well. We knew we weren't winning that 3rd game. It was in Shanghai, Yao Ming. It was over. We had a great time. But yeah, European basketball, Chinese, East Asian basketball, the NBA has done a phenomenal job of getting that product to all these other regions, and you see how well it's supported with the crowd here in Macau, China.
Absolutely. Packed house at the Venetian Arena, and they are getting ready for quarter number 3 to get underway. While they do, I can tell you, don't forget to be at Mortgage Matchup Center. It's the start of the regular season, and it is coming soon. The Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off Wednesday, October 22nd, 7 o'clock start against the Sacramento Kings, and all fans in attendance get a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. You can secure your seats right now. Just go to suns.com/ticks and pick up a couple for the opener when the Sacramento Kings are in town. And the Suns right now ready to play some defense to start quarter number 3. Nets have it working left to right. Nolan Traore bringing it up with Cam Thomas, who holds between the circles. Now on the left wing, Terrence Mann dumps it down to Porter. A fadeaway jumper is around the rim, no good. And Oso Ighodaro tracks down the rebound. That is, believe it or not, his first board of the game. Brings it up the right wing and hands it off to Dylan Brooks, the leading scorer of the game for the Suns with 16. Goes between his legs, dribbling against Claxton, backs him down, turns, gets an up fake, then ducks under, lays it up and in off the window.
Took advantage of the big fella, the up and under. Nice finish by Dylan Brooks. And again, we see a guy that can go and get his own shot when the Suns need it.
Showing his post game there. A little fancy footwork for Brooks. He's got 18. Now here's a drive by Traore, who gets it blocked by Brooks, and it's taken away by Grayson Allen. Into the forecourt come the Suns, trying to get back within single digits, and they will. Oso Ighodaro throws it down off a great look from Grayson Allen. 6 points on the game for Oso, and the Suns within 8.
Today's NBA, guard the three-point line, leave the guy wide open for a layup.
A little different than how you were taught.
Oh, my gosh.
Traore's pass deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. Devin Booker making a defensive play right in front of his bench. Gets a huge round of applause from his teammates, and now the Suns force another turnover. So they have come out with that intensity defensively.
Yeah, keep the intensity up, getting turnovers. Now we see the Suns continue to play aggressive as Devin gets to the free throw line.
He drove through the lane and got hammered on that drive.
Another thing we talked, Dylan Brooks, another part of that mid-range guy, a little older, can shoot the three, but really likes playing in that mid-range area as well.
Yes, he does, and can definitely fill it up. Speaking of that, Devin Booker, one of those mid-range assassins, or former member of the MIDI committee here in Phoenix. Gets the free throw to rattle around and drop. That's where he's been doing all his scoring on this game. He's still looking for his first field goal, but Booker now with 7 points, and the lead is 7, 71-64.
The MIDI committee had so much potential, broken up way before its time should have been.
I agree, and we'll always look back fondly at that group. Chris Paul, Mikal Bridges, Devin Booker, and all those mid-range jumpers. And then came Kevin Durant. He could have been part of that committee as well. Here's Nick Claxton on the dribble against Oso Ighodaro as the Suns have cut it to 6 for trailing by as many as 18 in the first half. Claxton draws a foul. He's been very active for the Nets. And you mentioned it earlier, this is a very young Brooklyn team, so Nick Claxton coming at 25, 26 years of age is one of the old dudes.
Yeah, one of the leaders on this team, and really the guy that's improved his game. Obviously we know he can catch and rim run, but he's made a couple plays off the dribble from the perimeter. Good free throw shooter.
native of Greenville, South Carolina. Puts the first one up and in. Second one rims out.
There you go. Put the whammy on him.
Right, that's a good job by you. Ryan Dunn. And I was actually hesitating to correct you because he shot 51% last season from the free throw line. But, if that qualifies as good, you would think I'm excellent from the stripe. 72-65. 10:05 to go in the third as Booker spins into the lane. Throws cross court to Brooks. Open for three from the left side. It rims off. And the rebound taken by Claxton, who's got another one of those. 9 to go with his 12 points. Traore into the forecourt, gets a pick from Claxton. On the dribble, Nolan Traore penetrates, loses his footing, falls down under the basket, and Booker just strips the ball away from him. Here come the Suns. Brooks up the left wing, hesitates, throws right corner. It's stolen away by Terrence Mann. He was looking for an open Grayson Allen, but Mann stepped right in the passing lane to pick that one off. Now he brings it up the right wing, bounces to Claxton at the top of the key with 9.5 minutes to go in the third. It's the Nets by 7. Here's a loose ball, trying to save it is Porter, but he stepped out, throwing it around his back, so another turnover on the Nets.
Yeah, stop the break. Suns were off and running if that whistle wasn't blown. But again, the pressure leading to more turnovers for the Suns.
17 of them now for the Nets on the game, and the Suns have 23 points off of them. They can add to that total if they get a bucket here. Brooks into the forecourt. Goes to his left, stops top of the arc, gives to Booker. Free throw line jumper is money for Devin Booker. His first field goal of the game. He's got 10 points, and the Suns are back within 5, 72-67. 9:05 to go in the third. That's now 25 points off Nets turnovers for Phoenix. Claxton holding at the top of the arc. Swings to Cam Thomas, who dribbles against Grayson Allen. Lost the handle, almost a steal. Thomas gets it back, loses it again, and this time a whistle and a foul, and Grayson Allen can't believe it, as he thought he was just playing good defense there.
Yeah, it looked pretty good to me as well. You get to see a highlight of Devin Booker taking back cut Michael Porter Jr. and a nice pass from Grayson Allen to get him that mid-range jumper to get him going.
And that's just a little bit of showing the chemistry off between those two. That's some nonverbal communication right there.
Just understanding.
You love to see
now,
it.
Look at this defense.
They are swarming Cam Thomas in the corner. Grayson Allen and Dylan Brooks all over him. And he lost the handle out of bounds, but 3 seconds left on the shot clock for the Nets. 3.2 to be specific.
It's contagious. Dylan Brooks brings that energy, that defensive intensity. The other guys see it, and they join the party.
There's an inbounds pass. Claxton trying a quick three. That's short. Loose ball taken by Porter, and then we get a foul on Ryan Dunn, who's holding Porter away, trying to box him out.
Yeah, you got to understand time and score. 3.2. Ryan Dunn, he's got to understand that and do a better job boxing out on the weak side and not giving them another possession with 12 seconds now.
Nick Claxton gets it inbounded from Mann and gives it back to Terrence Mann. He penetrates left side. Double pump, then swings a pass stolen by Brooks. Here come the Suns. Booker stepping into a three and burying that three in transition. He held the pose and brings the Suns within 2, 72-70. Timeout Nets, 8:21 left to go. It's been all Suns here in quarter number 3 as they started down double figures, and now they're within 2. Devin Booker, 13 points on the game after hitting his first 3. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a break and come back after these messages.
Give up bread to reach your health goals? We would never. Hero Bread makes soft, fluffy, and delicious bread, buns, tortillas, and more, all with ultra-low net carbs, 0-gram sugar, and high fiber. Each serving boasts more protein than conventional grocery store options, so you can crush your macros. Hero also drops other limited edition, ultra-low net carb baked goods like rich, flaky croissants and more. Find Hero Bread at your local Sprouts or Whole Foods Market or online at hero.co. That's HERO.co.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Celebrate 100 years of high-flying dunks, 100 years of show-stopping moves, and 100 years of changing the game. Bring the whole family and be part of the legacy. This game is once in a century. Be there at PHX Arena on February 28th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for your tickets to the 100-year tour.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free t-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at suns.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
Welcome back. John Bloom, Tim Kempton with you, along with Walt Ellis, our engineer, and Ali Narini, our producer. Happy to have you with us on this Friday morning. The Suns making a run here after trailing by as many as 18. They are within 2, 72-70, trailing the Nets with 8:21 left to go in the third.
Yeah, we talked about defensive intensity needed to pick up. They've done that, continue to get turnovers, get easy looks, and with those easy looks, they're starting to make some buckets and chopping into this lead. 2-point game now all the way back. Let's see what we can do the rest of the way now.
Yeah, you had a feeling that maybe the Nets and the young
come
Nets
back
roster,
to the median.
Yeah, we'll come back to earth a little bit after shooting near 70% most of the game. Now they're down to 56%. Not too shabby. Here's Cam Thomas to the right elbow. A jumper on the way. No, he missed that one long. Rebound. Bounces out of bounds as Ryan Dunn and Grayson Allen made a nice decision to let it go. Terrence Mann couldn't get to it, and the Suns have it. 8 minutes to go in the third, down 2, and they take their first lead of the game in front of the crowd at Phoenician Arena in Macau, China. Booker dribbling top of the arc. It's around a pick from Brooks, then bounces it to Dillon. He has it right side. Quick pass down low, knocked away from Oso by Nolan Traore, and it's out of bounds. Suns will have it with 7 to shoot.
Yeah, and again, you notice the double team on Devin Booker, not afraid, doesn't force it, gives it up. Looks for his teammate. Oh, great move on the baseline. Devin
Booker, he'll flow it up and in over his shoulder after a spin move under the basket to get open on the inbounds pass, and then the finish. Traore swinging to Thomas. Left corner it goes. Mann. He'll drive the lane. Blocked by Oso. And the loose ball taken by Brooks. Here come the Suns with a chance to take their first lead. Tied at 72 with 7:20 left in the third. Brooks on the drive. Stops right block. Dumped to Dunn. He'll put it up. No. Jammed home by Oso Ighodaro on the putback.
Yeah, the movement is still really good on the offense, and now they're getting the looks and making some shots.
8 points for Oso. Suns have their first lead, 74-72, as we hit the 7-minute mark, quarter number 3. Thomas dribbling against Dunn, gets around a hard pick, pull up 3, got it, and the foul on Dillon Brooks. A chance at a 4-point play for Cam Thomas.
Just a little over-aggressive closeout.
Thomas started the game on fire, hit his first 6 shots, but then he had missed 5 in a row before that 3 goes, plus the foul on Brooks, as Tim mentioned, the closeout. And Dillon Brooks picks up his second personal, or make it 3 on Brooks. So 21 points on the night for Cam Thomas, and he makes it 22 as he hits the free throw. He's a perfect 6 of 6 from the stripe. Brooklyn back on top, 76-74. Under 7 minutes left in the third. Oso Ighodaro handling the basketball full court against pressure defense from Nick Claxton, who's probably not used to applying that full court press. And now we get a whistle and a foul on the Suns. An offensive foul going on Grayson Allen.
Saying he was moving on the screen. We'll get to see it. Got Terrence Mann holding Devin Booker. Could have been called first. Yeah, Grayson Allen just did a little bit too much with his arms.
Yeah, first Terrence Mann held Booker, and then he embellished on the foul from Grayson Allen. So he ends up manipulating it right there to his success. Here's Thomas throwing to Mann, top of the arc. Turns and faces Grayson Allen. Goes between his legs with 6 to shoot. Right wing to Traore in the corner. Step back, fade away. 3 is short. Rebound, Grayson Allen. And the Suns bring it up, down 2. Just over 6 minutes to play. Quarter number 3. Oso bounce pass to Booker underneath the basket. Took a second to gather, then puts it up. No, and an offensive foul as Terrence Mann falls to the ground, drawing the charge on Devin Booker.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. Again, Terrence Mann just flopping on the play.
There's really no better word for it
than
that.
The NBA has the ability to make those calls to stop it, but for some reason they have let it stay in the game.
So Booker picks up his second personal, 76-74 Nets, and we hit the 6-minute mark. Over on the left wing, Day'Ron Sharpe posting up Michael Porter Jr. now in the lane against Brooks, and we get a foul on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his fourth. He's been leading the Suns in scoring with 18. Also 3 assists, couple steals, but now he's got his fourth foul. Dunn and Iguodala also with 4 for Phoenix. And at the free throw line, it's Michael Porter Jr. He's made his only attempt from there so far. Now he's 2 for 2, 12 points on the game for Porter, who has played his entire career to this point for the Denver Nuggets, including winning that title. And now with the Brooklyn Nets filling it up so far here in the preseason. He had 13 points in their opener, and now he's got 14 after making a couple free throws. He puts the Nets up 4, 78-74, our score. 5:57 left. We get a little bit of a break in the action. I think mop-up duty.
Yeah, mop-up. Dylan Brooks went to the floor, trying to make sure the guys don't slip and get hurt.
And the Suns going with their starters still on the floor. Booker, Allen in the backcourt. Brooks and Dunn, the forwards. Also a country act.
It sure is.
And
pretty darn good one as well.
I knew you'd be a fan. Oso Iguodala in the middle. The Nets have Terrence Mann, Michael Porter Jr., Cam Thomas, Day'Ron Sharpe, and Ben Surratt has just checked back in off the bench to replace Nolan Traore.
Bradley Green coming to the Hondo Rodeo.
I'm excited about that.
Oh.
That's an off night for us?
Yes, it is.
Oh, good for you. Here's Devin Booker spotting up in the left corner. Didn't shoot it. Instead backed it out to Ryan Dunn. Now Allen replaces him in the corner. He misses a 3 there, but the rebound gets tapped out to him. Pass knocked away by Terrence Mann. It goes out of bounds. 12 on the shot clock, and the Suns will have it. Down by 4, 78-74. Phoenix now up to 47% shooting, and Brooklyn has dropped down to 54, so they are getting a little closer to the mean. Oso Iguodala on the drive against Sharpe. Takes him to the right block. Puts one up on the run. Can't get it. Sharpe may have partially blocked it. And Surratt comes away with it. Brings it up the left wing. Looked like he got away with a travel. And feeds Porter in between the circles. Michael Porter Jr. holding on. 12 on the shot clock as he hands it off to Cam Thomas, then sets a pick for him. Thomas dribbling against Ryan Dunn. Penetrates with 6 to shoot. Stops at the left elbow. He's double teamed. Iguodala ties him up, and we're going to get a jump ball. Nice defense by Oso Iguodala.
Yeah, great defense by, first of all, making him pick up the ball. And then it was he and Ryan Dunn on the double. Just reaches in there, ties him up.
And that's a lot of length for a 6'2 Cam Thomas to be surrounded by. And Oso will have that advantage here in the jump ball as they handle it on the Nets offensive end. Oso gets to it first. Booker saves it in for Brooks. And the Suns have the ball down 4. Here's Oso driving through the lane. Takes it strong to the rim. No good, but a foul is called up by Moussa Dagger, and it's Day'Ron Sharpe whistled for the foul. That'll be his second, and we'll get the chance to see the new form at the free throw line of Oso Iguodala. I say new form because he hit his first 2.
Yeah, he did.
After going 1 for 6 on Friday night in Palm Desert. And Oso, 8 points, a couple rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Also 2 blocks leading the way for the Suns defensively. This time rattles the free throw in and out. 5:09 left in the third. Suns trailing 78-74. And again, Jordan Ott leading us to believe that he would give his starters a good amount of run in these first few games, and he is holding true to that.
Yeah, just the way the schedule breaks, and then you have that one game when they come back from Macau, and then they're off. So
again, the Suns playing without Jalen Green and Mark Williams, getting them ready for the regular season. It's both free throws in and out for Oso. So he's now 2 for 4 from the line. 5 minutes to go in the third. Nets up 4. Terrence Mann dribbling through traffic, had it poked away, but got it back, and now a whistle and a travel. Moussa Dagger was there to call it after my partner, Tim Kempton, saw it just about a half second before he did. And that's another turnover on the Nets. How about 20 of them? Got to be driving Jordi Fernandez, their head coach, crazy right now. As Devin Booker gets around a pick, pull up 3, cashed for D. Book from downtown. That was a couple steps deep beyond the line. Straight away for Book, who's made his last 2. And he now has 18 points, equaling Dylan Brooks' team high. 78-77 Nets. 4:30 left, quarter number 3. Porter had his pocket picked by Book, but got it back and gives it to Terrence Mann at the top of the arc. He backs up against Royce O'Neal, works his way to his right. Oso switches on him. Cross court, it goes to Saraf. A 3 on the way. No, and it's a shot clock violation. As he did not get it off in time.
That's great defense. Just, the deflection, putting them back on their heels. The initiation is, way above the 3-point line. Suns pressure really hurting the Nets in this game.
How about Devin Booker? He's doing his best Cam Thomas impersonation. After he missed all 3 of his field goals in the first half, he's now 4 for 4 to start the third in a hurry. He has 18 points. I say Cam because he started the game 6 for 6 if you weren't with us at 5 a.m. Here's a bounce pass from Booker to Gillespie. His pass down low to Oso is too wide, out of bounds, and that'll be turnover number 11 for the Suns, who've done a better job taking care of it than their counterparts in China so far. 31 points off the Nets' turnovers the Suns have accumulated. Nets have 11 off of the Suns' mistakes. Clowney now going to make another mistake as he loses it in the backcourt and then grabs it, and it's another turnover as the Suns' backcourt pressure defense comes through.
Colin Gillespie jumped in the passing lane, and Clowney wanted to get it to
Saraf, yeah. Here's Royce O'Neal to inbound for the Suns, trailing by a point with under 4 minutes left in the third. Booker bounces to Iguodala, waits in the lane, then takes it to the rim, lays it up and in over his shoulder with the right hand. Reverse style for Oso Iguodala into double figures. He's got 10, and the Suns retake a 1-point lead, 79-78. 3:40 left in the third. Clowney dribbling against Booker, takes him into the lane, falls down as he fades away and misses everything. Rebound Gillespie into the forecourt for Booker on the left wing. He drives past his defender, hangs in the air, misses the runner, but Oso's there to put it back up and in.
Yeah, now you see the pressure, attacking the Brooklyn Nets. They're back on their heels. They're out of position. Suns getting shots up, but then cleaning it up on the glass because no one's boxing out.
81-78, the Suns lead it. 3:10 left. Here's Drake Powell open for 3, and he hits straight away. The rookie out of North Carolina, who just entered the game for the first time, is able to knock down the long-range shot. That takes us to a timeout on the floor. 3:08 left to play. Quarter number 3. The Suns have fought all the way back from down 18. It's tied at 81.
Here's the tale of the daily Medfield. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap GoodRx, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang, that one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Every day, reliable, comfortable, connected. Every day you rely on power. At APS, we work around the clock to deliver some of the most reliable power in the country. But with Arizona's extreme weather, outages can happen. Stay safe and informed with alerts by keeping your contact information up to date. And visit our outage center for updates online or on the APS app. For more ways to stay safe and informed, visit aps.com/brighter.
The Phoenix Suns have a new coach, a new GM, and some new young and talented players, but some things remain the same, like D. Book and D. Schwartz. That's Dr. Schwartz for those asking. Yes, the team eye doctor of your Suns is back for his 26th season. While he may not be able to dribble behind his back, he is the most advanced LASIK surgeon in the Valley. So for those of you interested in LASIK surgery, the Schwartz Laser Eye Center is offering free consults in Scottsdale, Glendale, and Mesa. Call 480-483-EYES or go online at teamidoc.com.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
Don't forget, be at Mortgage Matchup Center for the start of the regular season. It's the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off Wednesday, October 22nd, 7 o'clock start. The Suns hosting the Sacramento Kings. All fans in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores, and you can secure your seats right now by going to suns.com/ticks. The Suns have fought back. They were down a dozen at the break. Down 18 in the first, but it's tied at 81, Tim, and Devin Booker leading the second half charge.
Yeah, Devin Booker does a great job of being patient and just reading what the defense is doing. Okay, you're double teaming me. Let me move without the ball a little bit more, catch my shots, before you get the opportunity to double team me. So, and again, his ability to get his teammates involved while he's being patient.
And the Suns going to make some changes. Jordan Knox going with Jordan Goodwin to start the out-of-timeout break here with 3 minutes left to go in the third. Goodwin, Grayson Allen, Colin Gillespie, Nick Richards on the floor right now. Oops. Goodwin pressured by the rookie Powell, who just made a three and ends up turning it over out of bounds to the Nets.
Yeah, Powell jumping Goodwin. He's been sitting over the bench for a while, and Powell puts pressure on him as he just comes in and gets the turnover.
Jordy Fernandez has Drake Powell, Noah Clowney, Ben Saraf, Day'Ron Sharp, and Zaire Williams on the floor right now. Tied at 81. Sharp dribbling against Nick Richards, fakes a bounce pass, then gives it out to Powell between the rings. He drives on O'Neal, gets to the left baseline, bounce pass back to Sharp. 4 seconds to shoot as he spins in the lane. His shot is blocked by Nick Richards. Loose ball taken by Gillespie. Second block of the game for Nick. And the Suns doing some good rim protecting today. As now Gillespie swings to Allen. He penetrates around Saraf. Lob to Richards. He'll throw it down on the alley-oop. Nice ball movement by the Suns, leading to a jam for Nick Richards. 7 off the bench for Nick. And the Suns are back up a deuce. 83-81. Just over 2 minutes to go in the third. And Saraf swings to Powell. 3 on the way from the right side is short. Rebound put back up, missed by Clowney. Richards, an outlet pass to Gillespie quickly into the forecourt. He drives on Saraf, gets cut off, then takes him underneath and is fouled going up with it. And Colin Gillespie earns a trip to the line.
Yeah, fast break opportunity, a little hesitation, dribble by Colin, gets him past Saraf.
So now it'll be free throws for Colin Gillespie, who has 2 for 2 so far on the game. He's got 10 points, 6 rebounds, and assist to show for his action. And his first free throw is off the back iron. We talked about him and his belief in himself.
Yes.
It's one thing to have the 5 years of Villanova, which he had, and it was a phenomenal college career.
Sure was.
But it's a whole other thing to prove that you belong at this level, isn't it?
Exactly, because, Colin, because of his stature. It's not like he's coming in here 6'6", the greatest athlete, but he does have skills. But, his stature and where he was drafted and everything, it does, am I good enough to play at this level? It's a big step going from college to the NBA. Everybody, you're going against the elite. Even at Villanova, Colin maybe went up against a NBA level guard maybe 4 or 5 times a year, where, he may be the least athletic guy, that on the floor every night, but he makes up for it for his intelligence, his quickness, his shooting ability. He's an NBA player for sure.
And he's also got that grit, so much so that there's a new label for Colin Gillespie in the Suns locker room. He's the Villain Jr. So we got Dylan the villain. And now we got Villain Jr. and Colin Gillespie learning some of the tricks from his new teammate, Dylan Brooks, who's sharing some of that with him. And that could just make the Suns more dangerous if you got 2 villains as opposed to 1. Here's Colin Gillespie into the forecourt now after a couple free throws were made by Ben Saraf. He got fouled by Jordan Goodwin, who has the ball, takes it in the lane, fades, and misses from the dotted line. Fights for the loose ball, but it's taken by Sharp. Nets have it, down 1 with 1:20 to go in the third. Zaire Williams hands it off to Clowney. His pass knocked away by Colin Gillespie. Clowney got it back, then lowers his shoulder into Gillespie's chest, and it's out of bounds. Clowney stepped out. Another turnover.
Yeah, and there you see the toughness, the pressure, forcing a turnover.
That was just his menacing defense there that caused that.
Guys like space. They don't like when you take their space away from them.
That's what Gillespie was doing right there to Noah Clowney, who had a size advantage, but it didn't matter. Here's Grayson Allen into the forecourt. Suns have it with a 1-point lead and 1:07 to go in the third. Allen gives to Gillespie, right corner, Goodwin for three. And that's short, but a late whistle and a foul on Zaire Williams, which means Jordan Goodwin's going to get 3 free throws.
Yeah, great ball movement. Again, a dribble drive, draw defender's kick, and then they make that extra pass, and Williams tries to close out, and he gets a piece of him.
So as Jordan Goodwin heads to the line, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves here on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network.
KTAR AM Phoenix, Arizona's home for the worldwide leader in sports, is ESPN 620.
1:02 left to play. Third quarter action in Macau, China, as Jordan Goodwin rattles the first free throw in and out, no good. He shot 82%, only on 11 tries last season when he played for the Los Angeles Lakers in 29 games and started 5 of them. You may recall the year before that he was with the Phoenix Suns. Came over in the trade with Bradley Beal from the Washington Wizards back in June of 2023. So now Jordan Goodwin. One more free throw coming up. Native of Belleville, Illinois, goes 2 out of 3 and gives the Suns a 3-point lead. 86-83 with a minute left to play in quarter number 3. And Ben Surratt bringing it from left to right on offense for Brooklyn. Surratt on the dribble. Gives outside to Zaire Williams for 3, and that one's too strong off the back iron. Clowney the putback short. Tips up, no, and another rebound this time taken by Royce O'Neal. The Suns clear it. 40 seconds to go in the third. Right wing Goodwin wants a 3 and can't get that one. It's short. Rebound knocked loose and taken by Colin Gillespie. Suns reload. It's O'Neal for 3. That rims off. Loose ball again taken by Gillespie. Good hustle. Suns get another look. O'Neal an up fake. Dribbles to his left. Shoots the 3. Missed it off the back iron. Jordan Goodwin tracks down the loose ball. Spots up for a 3 of his own that's short. And another offensive board for Gillespie. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. It's Allen for 3. That's no good. Richards the rebound. And his pass stolen away by Surratt. So after the Suns get 5 offensive rebounds, they go 0 for 6 on the possession. And now the Nets get the ball and a foul called on the Suns.
Nothing wrong with the energy, the hustle, the determination, as you mentioned, the grit. You know, you keep on getting that many extra shots, the good things are going to happen.
And you could hear the crowd responding
exactly.
at the Venetian Arena to all the effort from the Phoenix Suns. Just continuously pounding the offensive glass, but it leads to Ben Surratt getting free throws on the other side. He's 4 for 4 so far on the game. Make it 4 for 5 as it goes in and out for the rookie out of Israel, who's playing for the Israeli national team in addition to playing overseas professionally in Greece at the age of 16, Israel, and then to Germany last year. He was playing for, and I might butcher this, but Ratiofarm Ulm is the name of the team he was playing in Germany before he was selected number 26 overall in the first round by the Brooklyn Nets. Makes 1 out of 2. 8 seconds to go. Suns with the ball, up by 2. Into the left corner. Goodwin, an open 3. He got that one with 2 seconds to play. Another buzzer beater for Phoenix. 1 second to go. It's a long three-quarter court shot for the Nets that's no good. And at the end of 3 quarters of play, the Suns take a 5-point lead, their biggest lead of the game, 89-84, thanks to Jordan Goodwin's long-range 3 before the buzzer. We'll come back with quarter number 4, live from Macau, China, next on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network.
Every day begins with the promise of something new, a new perspective, a fresh start. At Banner Health, right here, right now, we're pioneering new ways to treat cancer with our own immune systems. We're among the first to treat Parkinson's with a patient's own cells. And we're a world leader in artificial heart implantation, all while training over 1,300 doctors every year. Impressive, right? It's just another Banner day. Banner Health.
At Fry's, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Fry's shoppers never compromise. Fry's. Fresh for everyone.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back.
So jamming
Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at suns.com.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. Mornings, it's Bickley and Murata, 6 to 10 a.m. Bickley and Murata, 6 to 10 a.m.
I like Vinny a lot. I like you too, Bick.
Middays, it's Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. What is that? What's going on, Luke? Afternoons, it's Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m. Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m.
Bertie, what's going on?
Arizona's biggest sports personalities are on the local sports leader. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
Time for fourth quarter action from Venetian Arena in Macau, China, where the Suns have rallied from down 18 to take a 5-point lead into the final frame, 89-84. The Suns on top, 18 each from Devin Booker and Dillon Brooks. Those guys logging 25 minutes already, so odds are we've seen the last of them for this game at least. Remember, the Nets and Suns will go back at it on Sunday beginning at 4 a.m. for you, as we are happy to have you with us wherever and however you're tuning in on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network. Pretty good third quarter there.
Yeah, great third quarter. 30-13. Continue to pressure. The Suns have been way more consistent than Brooklyn to this point. You know, they had the 71 in the first half, 13 in the third quarter. Suns defense creating turnovers and opportunities on the offensive end for them to score 30 and take the lead here.
And I just lied to our listening audience because Devin Booker and Dillon Brooks are on the floor to start the fourth quarter. They are not done. Brooks, step back three over Clowney is short off the front iron and rebounded by Powell. Here come the Nets. Drake Powell, the rookie from North Carolina, bringing it up the right wing. Gives to Sharp. He spins on Richards and dribbles to the left elbow. Bounce pass to a cutting Martin. Out to an open Clowney for three, and he hits again from the right wing. Noah Clowney 3 for 3 from deep. Was part of that parade of shot making for the Nets to start this game when they were shooting 90% early on. They have 11 off the bench from Clowney, and it's back to a 2-point game. 89-87, Suns on top. We played 50 seconds of quarter number 4 as Richards gets it poked away, but Booker is there. He loses the handle, and it's stolen by Sharp. Quickly into the forecourt. Day'Ron Sharp running the break. Takes it to the rim. Layup goes, and the foul on Nick Richards. A chance at an acrobatic 3-point play for the big man, Day'Ron Sharp.
Yeah, the Suns a little sloppy that time. Brooklyn was pressuring the Suns out at that half-court line and get the turnover. And then, as you said, Sharp doing a nice job showing his ball handling, getting up the court and getting to the rim.
So 6 points, 5 rebounds off the bench for Sharp, who's back with the Brooklyn Nets again after spending last season with them as well, and averaged nearly 8 points and 6 rebounds a game in 50 games off the bench for the Nets. The fifth-year pro out of North Carolina. And former Phoenix Suns draft pick. Would you have remembered that if I asked?
I would not have remembered that.
He was the number 29 pick in the 2021 draft by the Suns, and then quickly sent to Brooklyn the next day in a trade that brought Landry Shamet to Phoenix.
Wow.
That was back in 2021, August 6th. Day'Ron Sharp didn't ever suit up for the Phoenix Suns, but was a draft pick, the 29th overall selection in that draft. He misses the free throw, so we're staying even at 89 apiece with 10:50 left to play. Devin Booker into the forecourt. Working to Brooks' right side, down low. Richards blocked from behind by Williams, but a foul as he got too physical. Zaire Williams thought he had a clean block, but it's going to send Nick Richards to the line.
Yeah, nice job by Nick Richards, using his positioning, using his body, and sealing him on the high side.
So Richards has been active, made all 3 of his field goals. He's got 7 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal and a couple blocks. So Suns have gotten some good rim protection in this game. 3 blocks from Oso, 2 from Nick Richards. And Richards at the line where he's 1 for 2, making 2 out of 3.
What did he shoot last year? He's another guy I thought he'd shoot better from the free throw line. He's got good form.
I agree. His form is strong. He was 82%.
Oh, okay, not bad.
So that is what you want to see.
Yeah, that's fine. You can live with that.
If you have bigs that shoot free throws like Richards, Malawach, that is good shape. Mark Williams also good free throw shooter.
Sure is.
Now they need to get Oso on board, and then they'll have all 4 strong from that spot. Richards goes 2 for 2, and the Suns retake a 2-point lead, 91-89. 10:38 left to play as Sharp gives to Williams left side. He penetrates, hangs, floater up, no, but a foul will send Zaire Williams to the free throw line. I think Grayson Allen picks that one up. That's going to be number 5 for Allen.
Yeah, you really don't worry about fouls in the preseason. Again, you and I have talked about it, but changing the reputation of who you are and what your team is about. And that's what Phoenix wants to do in this preseason, the early parts of the year, is let people know, not only the other teams, but the officials know, hey, we're going to be physical. We're playing defense. We're going to get after it. And then all of a sudden, those 3, 4, 5 calls, you get the benefit of the doubt on. And, that's 3, 4, 5 possessions. It's 6 or 7 free throws.
It's a difference maker.
It sure is.
And it may not look the same like the scouting report the teams have, but officials do scouting reports as well.
Oh, of course. And just from when they officiate a game.
Yep. Mentally.
Yeah.
So the free throw goes to tie it at 91. Now Grayson Allen open for 3, and it rattles home from the right wing. Allen lined it up and knocked it down, although it was a little tenuous there for a moment. 11 points on the game for Grayson, and the Suns are back up 3. 94-91. Martin's pass stolen away by Devin Booker. Suns with numbers, 2-on-1. Booker steps into the long 3, missed it off the back rim, and Sharp comes in to grab the rebound and then draw a foul as Nick Richards had a little too much contact with his fellow big man down there. So 10 minutes left to play. Suns by 3, 94-91, and Grayson Allen making his first 3 of the game. Suns are now 8 of 31 as a team. Yeah, I know. I'm seeing the same thing. Tim Kempton pointing to the monitor here. The ball looks like it's got
it looks like it's got tiger stripes on it or something.
I don't know
like
if we're seeing it because of the camera work and the way it's coming off on television, or if that actually is a design on the new ball.
I have to look at the ball the next time we're at the practice facility. That's the first time that's ever really stood out to me, though.
Same, and you mentioned it earlier, and I didn't see it, but now I have seen it, and I'm going to pay more attention to it as Grayson Allen's going to the bench along with Devin Booker. And Jordan Ott's going to bring in a brand new 5. Rasheer Fleming will check in for the first time with Jordan Goodwin, Kaman Malawach, Jordan Butler, and Nigel Hayes-Davis are all out there. Jared Butler, I should say. Only one Jordan, that's Goodwin, and the coach. Here's Drake Powell. Pull-up jumper at the free throw line. Around the rim, no. Rebound, Sharp has it in traffic. Got it blocked from behind by Goodwin, but a foul is called on Kaman Malawach, and that's going to send Day'Ron Sharp to the free throw line. With 9:44 left to play, he'll have a chance to pull the Nets back within a point.
Yeah, good time for this group to get some good minutes on the floor. You got 5 good players on the floor, but now you have to work as a group at this level. See if Jared Butler can get these guys, running the offense and executing.
Sharp's first free throw is good, 94-92. Suns lead it. Day'Ron Sharp now with 7 points to go with 6 rebounds. A couple steals. And his second free throw also good. It's a 1-point game. 9:44 to play. Nigel Hayes-Davis inbounding. Full court press by the Nets. Tyrese Martin defending Jordan Goodwin is dribbling it up from right to left. He spins into the forecourt with a left-hand dribble. Malawach sets the pick, then slips it. He gets the bounce pass, goes to the rim. Layup too strong, and an offensive foul called on Kaman Malawach, running over Noah Clowney, who took the charge from the big fella.
I like him being aggressive, but obviously just too much time. Clowney was there for at least a step.
He was just set up and waiting.
Yeah, when you see a guy there, and obviously all the progression and Malawach learning, he's got that nice little touch, just stop before him, shoot that little push shot, that little jumper in the middle of the lane from 7-8 feet.
And I'm guessing there's an assistant coach that already has it queued up on an iPad so that when he comes to the bench, they have that exact conversation with him, right? Here's a 3 that doesn't go, and Jared Butler gets the rebound off to the races all the way underneath. Reverse layup, no good. Got his own miss, but then Sharp just rips it away from him as Butler hits the deck. And Drake Powell brings it up from left to right for the Nets. Hesitates. Malawach cuts him off. Then a pass stolen away by Butler, who was late coming back and got in the passing lane for the steal. Now he gets it knocked loose. Zaire Williams has it. Takes it all the way to the rim. Layup goes, and the foul on Butler. And a chance at a 3-point play for Williams. to put the Nets up. They have retaken the 1-point lead, 95-94.
Yeah, we talked about it. Jared Butler, to make this team, he's got to come down and settle down. Can't have those miscues at this point of the game.
Zaire Williams, 4 points on the game after picking up that steal and the bucket, and now he's at the line trying to complete the three-point play and put the Nets up by 2 if he can hit it. Williams takes his time, puts it up and in, and it's 96-94. Brooklyn on top. 8:50 left to play. Game 1 of 2 from the Venetian Arena in Macau, China, where they'll play again on Sunday morning. A 4 a.m. tip-off for that one. Butler, no-look pass to a cutting Rasheer Fleming. He got it blocked going up with it by Day'Ron Sharpe, but a late whistle and a foul called on the Nets, and that's going to send Fleming to the free throw line.
Yeah, you're going to see that a lot this year. The Suns work on it every day in practice, is cutting along the baseline behind defenders as someone gets into the middle of the floor. We see it every day in practice when we're sitting there, and there's another example of it. There's no way they challenge that.
We did get a timeout on the floor. We'll see whether or not they challenge the foul called on Day'Ron Sharpe as the Suns and Nets take a break. We'll take it with them with 8:37 left to play. It's Brooklyn 96, Phoenix 94.
At Bell Bank, the Valley is our home, and we're committed to investing in our community. With 4 locations across the Phoenix Metro, you'll find all the financial tools you need to reach your goals. Whether you're saving for the future, starting a business, or buying your first home, we have the experience and expertise you can count on. And we're proud to be the official bank of the Phoenix Suns. Visit Bell.Bank to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Suns fans, join FanDuel today. You'll get started with $300 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Plus, after the game tips off, you can even combine live prop bets into a same-game parlay for a chance to win big. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the Phoenix Suns. 21 plus and present in Arizona. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342.
At Fry's, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Fry's shoppers never compromise. Fry's. Fresh for everyone.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
Suns trailing the Nets 96-94 with 8:37 left to play in Macau, China. John Bloom, Tim Kempton back with you, along with our engineer Walt Ellis and Ali Narini, our producer, as the Nets go into some new folks on the floor. Danny Wolf going to make his first entrance into the game, the former Michigan and Yale star big man is out there, and they have brought Jalen Wilson on the floor. Noah Clowney as well.
In the ball. Therefore, the challenge will be unsuccessful.
That was Curtis Blair letting us know that the challenge of the foul called on Day'Ron Sharpe was unsuccessful. Tim, I think we could have predicted that.
Yeah, that, I don't know if the Nets just wanted to take the time out to get these guys in, but, yeah, that challenge was not going to be successful. It was pretty much obvious foul on Fleming going to the basket strong.
So we get to see Rasheer Fleming's free throw form as he misses the first of 2. Rasheer had a couple points on one field goal making his debut in a Suns uniform Friday against the Lakers. Averaged nearly 15 a game in his junior year at St. Joe's, leading to the 31st pick in the draft as the Suns moved up to get him. And he goes 1 out of 2 at the line, so he has his first point. Suns down a point. Drake Powell spinning on Butler, takes him to the right block, fades and misses. Malawach gets his hands on a tip, but it gets over to Martin. And now the Nets reset. Jalen Wilson out to Wolf. He'll spot up for 3, and he'll hit that 3. Danny Wolf comes out and knocks down his first shot from distance, and the Nets have a 4-point lead, 99-95, with just over 8 minutes to go. Jared Butler on the dribble against Wilson. Swings left corner to Fleming for 3, and he hits. Rasheer Fleming has that range as he knocks down the corner 3 to bring the Suns back within 1.
Yeah, great court awareness, great pass, and Fleming knocking down the shot.
Here comes Tyrese Martin on the drive. Got around Fleming, then got blocked by Fleming, but a whistle and a foul as Martin hits the deck, and Rasheer picks up the personal.
And that's what you want to see out of Jared Butler on the offensive end, as that point guard. Get guys good looks.
And he did indeed get Fleming a wide open look from 3. And he knocked it down to bring the Suns within 1. But now we're going to get free throws from Tyrese Martin, who so far has 3 points on the game, 1 for 5 from the floor. This is his first attempt from the line, and he missed it.
Is that the patch on the back of the Suns? And that's got to be just for these games, right?
You're very perceptive, Tim Kempton. That is the NBA China Games patch that both the Nets and Suns are wearing. I believe it's for the global games, so if you happen to be playing in Australia or Abu Dhabi, as other teams are doing, London, there's a game coming up, they'll probably all have similar-looking patches on their back. As now here comes Jared Butler, hanging in the air, floating one up towards the rim. It's short, and a whistle as Butler tried for the offensive board, but instead gets a foul called on him. And the Nets, with a 2-point lead, 100-98, will retake the basketball. 7:35 to play.
Both the Brooklyn's in the bonus. The Suns aren't yet. Brooklyn getting to that free throw line and making them count.
It's going to be Noah Clowney this time getting to the line. And it'll be his first trip to the line, although he's been excellent on the game. 11 points and 4 rebounds, 4 of 9 from the floor, but he's made all 3 of his threes. And Clowney able to hit the free throw to put the Nets up 3. 101-98 is our score. Clowney in his 3rd season out of Alabama. It's the second free throw up and in. 102-98 now, 4-point lead. And Clowney with 13 of them. Jared Butler on the dribble into the forecourt against Jalen Wilson. Give and go with Jordan Goodwin now. Butler still handling. Throws left side Fleming. Penetrates on Clowney, then backs it out to Butler for a deep 3. It's short. Long rebound. Goodwin had it and lost it, but Butler has it. He steps into a 3 and missed that one short. Rebound taken by Wolf. Come the Nets with a 4-point lead. Just over 7 minutes to go. Wolf spinning on Malawach. Stops at the dotted line and backed it out to Powell. Got away with a walk and feeds Wolf on the baseline. He loses it going up, but a foul whistled on the Suns, and Danny Wolf's going to get to the line.
A little bit of a parade for the Brooklyn Nets right now to the free throw line.
They have been there 30 times. The Suns 32, so pretty even. 25 makes for each team on the night there in China, or the morning here in Phoenix. Hope everybody's having a good start to their Friday, wherever you happen to be tuning in. Suns and Nets, first of 2. They'll go again on Sunday and run it back with a 4 a.m. jump ball. And, we urge you to just join us for a little brunch and basketball on Sunday. You can listen to the game, then you can go have another nap and then get up for football. You still have time. The Cardinals don't kick until 10. So a lot of early morning sporting activity coming up on Sunday for you here in the Valley. Both free throws good by Danny Wolf. He's got a quick 5 off the bench. And it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead. 104-98 is now full court press, causing some problems for the Suns in the backcourt. Jordan Goodwin couldn't get the pass from Hayes Davis. And it's out of bounds, and they'll try over. Nigel gets it in this time to Butler. Quickly into the forecourt. Jared Butler brings it over to the right wing. Former Baylor Bear, wearing the bright green, kicks, brings it around a screen from Malawach at the top of the arc. Swings left side to Nigel Hayes Davis. Right corner Fleming, another 3. That's short. Malawach the offensive board. No look bounce pass to Hayes Davis was kicked.
Oh, nice
and
pass.
A whistle and a foul. That was a nice pass from Kaman. Not an easy one to handle.
No.
But a good look and thread the needle from Malawach. And it was a no look kicked out of bounds by Jalen Wilson. So the Suns will trigger it in with 14 on the shot clock. 6 minutes and 39 seconds left to play. More substitutions for Jordy Fernandez and the Nets. Kobe Buffkin, a one-time Atlanta Hawk, checks in along with Drew Timme, the former Gonzaga star. Goodwin inbounding near side. Looking for Hayes Davis instead to Malawach. He'll spot up for three and miss it short. Goodwin, the offensive board. Turns, shoots, and misses short in the lane, but a foul will send him to the line.
Can't argue with the effort tonight on the Suns. How many offensive rebounds is that, John?
Well, rebounds total. Offensive rebounds 14 for the Clippers, 19 for the Suns.
Suns doing a nice job there, getting on the glass, giving themselves more opportunities.
They are equal in total rebounds at 35 apiece, but the Suns, 19 to 14 in the offensive category.
Yeah, they need to, they gave up a bunch of offensive rebounds in that first half, doing a better job here, but expect them to be a better rebounding team throughout the season.
And remember, the Nets had to wait until almost the end of the first quarter to even have a chance at an offensive rebound because they wouldn't miss a shot.
Exactly. In the second quarter, that's what they were getting second chance opportunities.
Both free throws good by Jordan Goodwin. Nets started the game making 9 straight shots, 13 of 14 to start. Now a steal. Jared Butler took it away from Powell, takes it all the way into the lane, misses the runner, and then another foul is called as the Suns crash the offensive glass, but a little too aggressive from Jordan Goodwin. And it'll send it the other way for the Nets, who are in the penalty, as Tim mentioned. So more free throws coming up for Brooklyn, already leading 104-100 with 6 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. It's going to be the young man, Drake Powell, to the line. He entered the game late, came immediately in and knocked down a three. Powell didn't play in the preseason opener for the Nets. Was taken number 22 overall in the draft by the Atlanta Hawks, and then the Nets acquired him along with Terrence Mann from Atlanta. That was back in July. And the first free throw is good by Drake Powell, who averaged 7 points a game in his freshman year for North Carolina. Second free throw, no good. Hayes Davis, the rebound. He's down 5 with the ball. 105-100, 6:10 left to go. Butler crosses the timeline. Bounce pass Malawach to the free throw line. Gives to Fleming. He'll put it up and in off the window. Another nice bounce pass from Kaman Malawach. A little high-low from big to big. And Fleming able to finish. Buffkin gives it to Timme at the top of the arc. Now Powell has it. Dribbling top of the key against Jared Butler. Drives him into the lane. Stops at the dotted line and backs it out for a long three from Wilson. And that one goes for Jalen Wilson. Puts the Nets up 6, 108-102. Jalen Wilson's first hit of the game. From a Kansas Jayhawk. Makes it a 6-point Nets lead. Here's a pass down low. Malawach turns, shoots, misses, but a foul will send him to the line. That was good decision-making there by Kaman to make that initial move and get to the rim. Just couldn't finish.
Yeah, did a nice job catching it and keeping the ball up or around his shoulders. Able to get the ball up on the glass, but he does a nice job catching the ball in traffic.
His first impressions have been just off the charts good with everybody you talk to in the organization.
His work ethic, his desire to want to be better. He's always got a smile on his face.
Great attitude.
Yeah, great attitude.
First free throw misses off the back iron, but he's got great touch from there as well. As I mentioned, he was 77% as a freshman for Duke, averaging 8.6 points, 6.6 rebounds, block and a half a game for Kaman Malawach. And now we get the Nets with the basketball leading by 5. It's a drive by Mark. Can't get the runner to go. Malawach may have bothered that.
Yeah, he definitely changed that shot.
Suns have it down 5 with 5:15 to go. Butler dribbles right side. Bounce pass Fleming. His pass to Malawach is knocked out of bounds by Wilson.
And he was looking for Malawach along the baseline. So Suns definitely have a concerted effort, for the bigs to be passers to each other underneath the hoop.
Goodwin inbounding under the basket, 13 on the shot clock. Lob pass stolen by Buffkin as Malawach wasn't ready. Buffkin's pass was ill-advised, and Rasheer Fleming steals it back. And here's Goodwin dribbling left wing. It's down by 5. Threads the needle to Hayes Davis, who can't handle the pass, and Wolf comes up with a steal. Running the break. Danny Wolf gives to Powell. He'll throw it down. Nice filling the lane by Drake Powell, the rookie from North Carolina, finishes the break run by the rookie from Michigan, Danny Wolf, and a timeout on the floor. It's the Nets up 7, 110-103 with 4:50 left to play in China. We're back after this.
Action Termite and Pest Control is proud to be the official pest control provider of your Phoenix Suns. With over 5,000 5-star Google reviews and more than 50 years of protecting Arizona homes, Action is the name you can trust. From scorpions and spiders to termites and rodents, Action has you covered so you can focus on the game. Take action against pests today. Call 602-899-2222 or visit actiontermitecontrol.com.
At Pacific Office Automation, we don't make technology. We make technology work. That's why we're a proud technology partner of the Phoenix Suns. Find your total office solution for copiers and printers, managed IT and cloud services, telephone systems, data security, and more. Experience our uncommon commitment to customer service. Visit PacificOffice.com. We make technology work.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience. That all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Phoenix Suns. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles, from seeing your favorite Sun stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Suns. See you courtside, Phoenix.
At Bell Bank, the Valley is our home, and we're committed to investing in our community. With 4 locations across the Phoenix Metro, you'll find all the financial tools you need to reach your goals. Whether you're saving for the future, starting a business, or buying your first home, we have the experience and expertise you can count on. And we're proud to be the official bank of the Phoenix Suns. Visit Bell.Bank to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
Down to 4:50 left to play in Macau, China at Venetian Arena, where the Suns trail the Nets 110-103. And right now it's Jordan Ott going with that bench crew of Jordan Goodwin, Jared Butler, the rookies, Rasheer Fleming, and Kaman Malawach, along with Nigel Hayes-Davis, who's another really intriguing story,
Yes.
Tim. I know we'll be watching that all season.
Yeah, the Hayes-Davis, a great career over, first of all, in Wisconsin, then great career in Europe, winning the Euro Championship MVP, which is not something that Americans do. That's an award that the Europeans like to keep to themselves. So for him to go over there and play that well with the Turkish team, wasn't it?
Yep, Fenerbahce, and now earning a chance to be back in the NBA, where he's always wanted to reside. And Hayes-Davis hands it off to Jared Butler as the Suns are in their offensive set. 4.5 minutes to go. Butler spinning in the lane, puts it up, falling down. He can't get the shot, but he did draw the foul. And he'll get to the free throw line to try to cut into this 7-point Nets lead. Butler was very active in his Suns debut on Friday in Palm Desert against the Lakers. He had 12 points and also did a bunch of other stuff as well.
Looked really good in that first game.
And now here he is knocking down the free throw. His first point of this game. He does have 3 rebounds, an assist, and a couple steals in his 11 minutes of action. And the former Baylor star puts it up and in.
This is the time for these guys on the floor to develop trust with the coaching staff, to show them what they can do, be consistent on the floor.
4:20 left to play. 110-105. Brooklyn leading. Ray Powell dribbling top of the arc. Swings to Bufkin for 3, and it's no good, and it didn't matter anyway. He stepped out of bounds before he shot it, so that'll turn it back over to the Suns. Turnover number 28 on the game for the Brooklyn Nets.
Some of it self-inflicted, but a lot of it due to the pressure that the Suns defense has applied tonight.
Jared Butler swings a pass to Hayes-Davis for 3. That one's off the mark.
Tonight it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's all right. Morning. It's tonight there.
This is true.
Yeah, where they're playing, it is tonight. Here's Danny Wolf driving on Malawach. He'll put it up and in off the window with a nice drive. Wolf takes Malawach to the rim, and that's no easy feat with the length of the big fella. And now Goodwin trying to answer, and he does. A little scoop shot goes for Jordan Goodwin. Used his quicks to get to the rim. And it's 112-107. 5-point Nets lead with 3:35 to go. Kobe Buffkin dribbling on Fleming, stops left block and backs it to Wolf. He penetrates, hangs, misses the scoop. Rebound battled for. Goodwin took it away from Timmy. Butler up the right side. He's down 5 with the ball. 3:20 left. Jared Butler gives left wing to Hayes Davis. He fakes a pass, then gives it back to Butler between the rings. Goes behind his back on Powell. Pull-up jumper, free throw line, short. And Wolf has the board. Under 3 minutes left. That's by 5 with the ball. Danny Wolf bringing it left to right. Stops at the top of the arc and swings a pass to Buffkin for 3. And he got that one plus the foul on Nigel Hayes Davis. A chance at a 4-point play for Kobe Buffkin, and that's a tough one there for the Suns.
Yeah, it sure is, especially at this time of the game. You're trying to keep pace, and Buffkin obviously can shoot it well, and just to close out gets him on his arm.
Southpaw delivers the 3, and now he'll try to make it a 4-point play. That's his first 3 points of the game for Buffkin, who came over to the Nets from the Atlanta Hawks. And he'll take his time at the free throw line to try to put him up 9. Suns were able to come all the way back from down 18 to take a lead in this game by as many as 5. And now here they are down by 9 after the free throw goes for Kobe Buffkin. 116-107, 2:50 left. Butler around a screen from Nigel Hayes Davis and a second from Malawach. They work it around to Goodwin for 3 left corner. He got it. Jordan Goodwin. That's right on time. Suns needed that. And they pull back within 6, 116-110. Goodwin has 12 points off the bench. That's his second 3. Here's a long-range shot by Buffkin that's no good, and Malawach had his hands on it, knocked away. Hayes Davis comes up with it. Here come the Suns. Butler ahead to Goodwin, another 3. That one's short. Rebound knocked loose by Fleming. He tracks it down in the corner. Swings it out to Hayes Davis. Now top of the arc, Butler. Left block, Malawach goes up and throws it down in traffic, and the foul, the deuce, and the damage for Kamon Malawach.
Yeah, it starts with the great hustle with Rasheer Fleming coming up with that rebound to continue the play. So that starts the hustle, and then solid dribble drive pass to the big guy cutting along the baseline, and Malawach does a great job through contact.
Missed the free throw off the back rim. It was tipped by Fleming, but it's taken by the net. So it's a 4-point game, 116-112. Here's a long 3 by Wilson. He hits again. Jalen Wilson from downtown. Both of his shots have been true from there, and he's got 6 off the bench. 119-112, back to a 7-point Nets lead with 1:50 left. Butler gives to Hayes Davis. His runner is up and short from the free throw line. Malawach got it. He put it up and in with a left hand. Nice putback by Man, who's got back-to-back buckets, and it's 119-114. Malawach with 7 off the bench to go with 4 rebounds. Buffkin on the drive, got around Fleming, pull up 10-footer, blocked by Fleming from behind, but a foul comes in late, and it's going to be Kobe Buffkin to the free throw line.
So Fleming caught up to him and blocked that shot. Let's see,
it's like a nice recovery by Rasheer.
Yeah.
But we didn't get a look at the replay. I did get a look at those markings on the ball again, though. I do think those are real. And we get a timeout on the floor.
Suns challenge.
1:33 left to play. We're going to get a challenge on that foul called on Rasheer Fleming, and we'll come back and tell you the results of said challenge. 119-114. That's on top.
I run this like cardio.
Phoenix, you've waited for this moment. The unstoppable Cardi B presents Little Miss Drama Tour. Cardi B, live at PHX Arena March 1st. Cardi's brand new album, Am I the Drama, is available everywhere now. Get tickets now at CardiB.com.
At Fry's, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Fry's shoppers never compromise. Fry's. Fresh for everyone.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
It will be an unsuccessful challenge. The defender does not make contact with the ball. He hits wrist first. It will be 2 shots.
That's Curtis Blair, our crew chief out there in Macau, China, letting us know that the Suns' challenge of the foul call is unsuccessful. So it is a foul on Rasheer Fleming, and that means free throws for Kobe Buffkin. We've got 93 seconds left, Tim. Suns down 5, 119-114. And Buffkin's first free throw is good, so it's a 6-point game. But this is good experience for these young guys to be in.
Yeah.
And, it's a preseason game. We understand wins and losses are not the end-all, be-all, but it's still something they're fighting for out there.
Yeah, without a doubt. And like I said, I was just going to say the Brooklyn Nets bench has definitely come in. Buffkin has showed well. Wilson has showed well. And that's what you want to do with these minutes is just come out and be solid. Nothing crazy. Again, show the coaching staff what you can do.
Buffkin's second free throw missed, so the Suns have it down 6 with a minute 15 left. It's Hayes Davis weaving through traffic. He fades and hits in the lane, and a nice move by Nigel Hayes Davis to get himself into the scoring column, his first bucket of the game, and now all 13 Suns players that have played have scored. And the Nets fans in attendance in Macau would like to see Sung score as Fambo Sung is back out there, the native of China. Get it around to Wilson in the right corner for 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Butler. Ahead to a streaking Goodwin. He'll get to the rim and miss the runner, but a foul is called. And Jordan Goodwin's going to go to the line with 48 seconds left to try to pull the Suns within 2.
No one ever wants overtime in preseason.
That is factual. Although I don't know if I'd say no one. I think the folks in attendance at Venetian Arena, where they only get 2 games in an entire year, would probably not mind to have extra basketball.
May be true.
Packed house at Venetian Arena, where
it's like a pretty nice arena.
It really does. And the first free throw from Jordan Goodwin short.
Jordan.
Got to make those. Goodwin frustrated with himself. Former St. Louis Billiken will take his 2 different colored Nikes to the free throw line for a second attempt.
I think Nike's marketing that a little bit more than guys actually, because there's so many different colors on their shoes.
The mismatched, pairs. A lot of guys doing that, and now they're coming that way, as you mentioned. That's how they're marketing it. Second free throw's good, so it's a 3-point game. 120-117. Wolf brings it up the floor for the Nets. Got it knocked away. Almost a steal for Hayes Davis, who wanted to over and back. Instead, it's going to be a timeout as Curtis Blair looks at Hayes Davis and said, you knocked it back there. And so that's why it's not a backcourt violation. But good defense nonetheless forces the Nets to call a timeout. And we'll take the break with them. 32.9 seconds remaining. It's Brooklyn 120, Phoenix 117.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at Suns.com.
Every day begins with the promise of something new, a new perspective, a fresh start. At Banner Health, right here, right now, we're pioneering new ways to treat cancer with our own immune systems. We're among the first to treat Parkinson's with a patient's own cells. And we're a world leader in artificial heart implantation, all while training over 1,300 doctors every year. Impressive, right? It's just another Banner day. Banner Health.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
It's the first NBA China games in 6 years, and the fans of Venetian Arena getting what they want right now. We got a good ball game, 32 seconds left. Nets leading by 3, 120-117. 9 on the shot clock for Brooklyn as the inbound in the backcourt. Timmy gets it to Wolf, guarded by Hayes Davis. He brings it up the left side, spins into the lane. His runner is good, but an offensive foul will blow that basket off. No basket, says Nick Buchert, as Danny Wolf charges into Nigel Hayes Davis. It's a Big Ten on Big Ten crime right there. The Wolverine against the Badger. And Wolf's offensive foul gives the ball back to the Suns, so they're down 3 with it. And 26 seconds to go.
Yeah, a little chicken wing. Kind of put that forearm into him and extended it a little bit.
Jared Butler dribbling into the forecourt. Gets past Sung, goes to the rim. His layup goes off the high glass. Jared Butler makes it a 1-point game. Nets still with the lead and 18 seconds to go. Jalen Wilson to inbound it underneath the basket. Gets it to Buffkin and a quick foul by Butler. So Kobe Buffkin will be the man going to the free throw line where you just went 1 for 2 a moment ago.
See if they can get him to go 1 for 2 again. But even if he does make 2, it's only a three-point game, 1 possession.
Still have a timeout, so they can advance the ball. 17 seconds left. You got plenty of time. And Kobe Buffkin waiting for his turn at the free throw line to try to put the Nets ahead by 3. His first one short. He's now missed 2 in a row. Buffkin will have 1 more. Third-year pro out of Michigan.
There's another guy with multicolored, odd-looking shoes.
It's very similar, actually, to the ones that we were just looking at. Second free throw on the way. You got that. 2-point game. 121 to 119. The Nets lead it. 17 seconds to go. Suns have to go the length of the floor. It's Jared Butler bringing it up with a right-hand dribble. Crosses over to his left and gets it into the forecourt. Down to 9 seconds left. Butler dribbling against Sung. Takes him into the lane. Forces a pass and draws a foul on Fanbo Sung, who was there step for step. And the Chinese national player commits the foul with 4.6 seconds left. Jared Butler a chance to tie this game.
Does a nice job. Gets into the arms of Sung there to draw the foul.
First free throw. Nothing but net for Butler. He's 3 for 3 on the game, but needs to make his 4th to try to tie this thing at 121. Again, 4.6 seconds left. The Nets have a timeout as well. And Butler gets the ball. Shrugs the shoulders, deep breath, free throw up and in. Made them both. Tie game, 121 apiece. And second straight game, Jared Butler's come up big for the Phoenix Suns off the bench.
Yeah, doing a nice job there. First of all, getting to the line, then making the free throws, understanding time and score.
So even at a 121, and the Nets will call a timeout. We'll keep it here and get you prepared for this final possession. Let's go through both huddles right now. If you're Jordy Fernandez and the Nets, what are you drawing up for this group right here?
Well, you want something aggressive going to the basket. You're in the bonus, so even if it's not a shooting foul, if you can get a block or something, you get to the free throw line, or even, you want to be aggressive to, maybe drive and kick, get an open look. You want a good shot. For the Suns, you obviously can't foul. You just want to be solid. You want to make them take a tough shot, close out on them, but don't foul them.
And I'm just now realizing that we have a Jordy versus Jordan coaching matchup. That's quite entertaining. You don't have that all that often. And a shout out to our listener, Jordan. What's up, Dad? Good morning. I hope you're having a good time listening to our action this morning.
Did he get up?
He's up, yeah. He's listening. I think he just had to feed the cat.
Is he an early riser anyway?
Yeah, I think it's because of the cat mostly. 121 apiece.
The cat dictates his schedule.
If you have pets, you know this.
Yeah,
my dog wakes me up every morning. Yeah. Take me out, Dad. We've got 4.
You don't have a doggy dog?
No, I do not have a doggy dog.
Come on,
I heard that wasn't smart in the desert. You'd have like snakes and unwanted visitors.
Snakes and javelinas walking in the yard.
4.6 seconds left. No free throws. It's inbounding for the Nets. Buffkin gets it into Drew Timme. He's got it. Bounce pass over on the left side. Wolf crosses over in front of Malawatch. 1 second to go. His shot is no good off the backboard. And we've got more basketball to play from Macau, China at Venetian Arena. You can hear the crowd. They're happy to have extra hoops here on this Friday. It is tied at 121 apiece, heading to overtime. We'll take a break and come back with the extra 5 minutes next.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience. That all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Phoenix Suns. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles, from seeing your favorite Sun stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Suns. See you courtside, Phoenix.
Every day, reliable, comfortable, connected. Every day you rely on power. At APS, we work around the clock to deliver some of the most reliable power in the country. But with Arizona's extreme weather, outages can happen. Stay safe and informed with alerts by keeping your contact information up to date. And visit our outage center for updates online or on the APS app. For more ways to stay safe and informed, visit aps.com/brighter.
Millions of fans agree this Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting The Ghost of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. November 30th, 2 shows, 3 and 7:30 p.m. PHX Arena. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
At Bell Bank, the Valley is our home, and we're committed to investing in our community. With 4 locations across the Phoenix Metro, you'll find all the financial tools you need to reach your goals. Whether you're saving for the future, starting a business, or buying your first home, we have the experience and expertise you can count on. And we're proud to be the official bank of the Phoenix Suns. Visit Bell.Bank to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
Welcome back. It is time for overtime from Macau, China. The Suns and Nets even at 121 apiece, and some great experience for the young players right now on the floor for Jordan Odd squad, including rookie Kamal Malawach and Rasheer Fleming, Tim.
Yeah, without a doubt. And any minutes that you can get, is a bonus, especially for young guys like, first-year players. Get as much experience in the NBA against NBA-quality guys.
Malawach jumping it up center court against Drew Timme. And the opening jump of overtime is won by Timme and the Nets. They'll work left to right. We're underway from Venetian Arena, where it doesn't seem like anybody has left the crowd.
I think so.
And Danny Wolf on the dribble, penetrates to the right elbow, then backs it out beyond the arc, gives to Wilson on the logo center court. He drives on Hayes Davis, loses his footing and falls as Fleming helped out on defense, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. Jalen Wilson drawing the foul. Wilson hit a couple big threes off the bench for the Nets.
He tripped over himself.
As I said, it looked like good defense by Fleming coming in to help Hayes Davis, who wasn't struggling by any means. Now Timme on the drive. He'll put a floater up and in with the left hand and make contact with his teammate Kobe Buffkin, who hits the deck. He got hit in the face by his teammate, and now we're going to get a foul intentionally by Jalen Wilson to stop the game because Buffkin's in some pain, taking his time getting to his feet. He got poked in the eye there. Nets are up 123-121, just underway in overtime after Brooklyn led by 18 early. They started like a house on fire, would not miss a shot in the first quarter as we were still wiping the sleep out of our eyes. And then the Suns picked up their defensive intensity. They came all the way back, even took a 5-point lead, then got down double digits again before rallying and forcing overtime. Here we are, 123-121, Brooklyn on top, and the Suns have their first offensive set of the extra session. Jordan Goodwin into the forecourt. Gives to Butler between the circles. Brings over on the right wing now with Fambo Sung defending him. Butler goes between his legs, down to 8 on the shot clock. Hesitates, spins to the dotted line, puts up a right-hand hook, and gets the roll over Sung.
Yeah, once they switched, Butler was going to take him individually with the isolation. Does a nice job.
8 points for Jared Butler off the bench, and we're tied at 123. Drew Timme hands to Wolf. He penetrates around Malawach, goes to the rim, hook shot up and in off the window for Wolf. And again, that's no easy feat to get it up and over the outstretched arm of Kamal Malawach. That wingspan. 125-123. Brooklyn on top. Goodwin driving, going to the rim. His scoop shot short. Rebound Wolf taken away by Fleming. He had it stolen away by Timme. And now the Nets with numbers. Drew Timme bounce pass. Wolf had to go off his face out of bounds. And the Suns will get it back on the turnover.
A little sloppy. Want to try to clean this up and get good possessions.
31st turnover of the game on the Nets. Actually, 32 is what that was. Here comes Butler into the forecourt. Pass down low. Malawach turns, shoots, and hits. Count it. And the foul, the deuce, and the damage for Man.
Again, nice job with the catch as he has a defender all around him. And let's see.
No-look dish, too, from Jared Butler. And then Malawach, the strong finish, had 2 nets on either side of him.
Exactly.
Fouls called on Wilson.
The Suns go up by 1.
Malawach 3 for 5 from the line. He's got 9 points and make it 10 as he hits that one to get into double figures, playing in just his second game of the NBA. 10 points, a couple rebounds, a couple of assists as well. And it's 126-125 on the drive. Bufkin has it rejected from behind by Rasheer Fleming, and the Suns come up with a loose ball. Butler into the forecourt. He'll try a deep three and miss it short. Loose ball tipped by Malawach. Hustle made by Fleming, and it's knocked out of bounds. Last off of Kobe Bufkin, so the Suns will get it with 14 on the shot clock.
Yeah, nice block by Rasheer. Leads to a run out. And again, the hustle by the Suns. They've done a really nice job this entire game on the offensive glass, chasing them down.
Jordan Ott staying with that same 5 that he had virtually most of the fourth quarter and now into overtime, keeping those guys on the floor. Malawach, Fleming, Butler, Goodwin, and Hayes Davis. Butler has it on the logo center court. Starts to dribble with 10 on the shot clock. Brings it over to the left wing around a pick from Hayes Davis. 5 to shoot. Butler hesitates. Throws up a right-hand floater that's too strong. Rebound battled for, and it gets into the hands of Bufkin. Here come the Nets in transition. Timmy into the lane. Reverse. Blocked away again from behind by Fleming. And the loose ball taken by Goodwin. Here comes Jordan all the way to the rim. He scoops it up short, but a foul on the Nets. Danny Wolf, and Jordan Goodwin's going to get free throws.
Rasheer showing us a little bit.
The chase down block.
Chase down block, yeah.
That time Timmy thought he had an uncontested layup. And little did he know that the rookie out of St. Joe's was hunting and gathering. And he got that ball before it hit the window. Nice defense by Rasheer Fleming. Here's Jordan Goodwin on the free throw line. And the first one is up and good. He's 6 out of 8 from the stripe. 14 points on a busy night off the bench for Goodwin, who also has 5 rebounds.
Great job by Rasheer. And those are the little things that coaches love to see, is the hustle, not giving up on plays.
More hustle. Hayes Davis tips the offensive rebound to Goodwin. He takes it right to the rim and scoops it in. Jordan Goodwin couldn't hit from the line, but he can hit from the lane. He's got 16 to lead the bench crew. And the Suns are up 4, 129-125 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in overtime. Bufkin around a pick. Swings left corner. Timmy for 3. That's short. Goodwin the rebound. Nice board by Jordan Goodwin. Swings it ahead to Jared Butler. And now the Suns have it with 2 minutes to go, leading by 4. Biggest lead on the night has been 5. Malawach sets a screen for Butler. Dribbles top of the arc against Bufkin. Puts up a running right-hander that's no good, and an offensive foul whistled by Nick Buchert as Danny Wolf takes the charge.
That just looked like Danny Wolf and Malawach got tied up. Oh, no, he was holding him a little bit. Yeah.
Malawach just lost his balance a little bit.
A little bit there.
Dropped Wolf to the ground. Minute 45 to play. Suns by 4. 129-125 here in overtime. Danny Wolf on the right wing, backing up against Hayes Davis. Gets into the paint, throws a pass deflected. Stolen by the Suns as Butler saved it in for Hayes Davis. Another steal and another turnover. That's 33 miscues on the game for the Nets. Jared Butler gives to Goodwin between the circles. He holds. Down to 12 on the shot clock. Looking to post up Hayes Davis. Instead swings to Fleming, right corner. Another 3 on the way. That one rims off. Offensive rebound. Hayes Davis has it. The Suns reset. Minute 15 to play and a 4-point lead in overtime. Butler dribbling against Timmy. Lost the handle with the drive. Out of bounds it goes. And Butler hit the deck. He gets helped up by his teammates with a minute 8 to play. The Nets regain possession, trailing by 4. These two teams to run it back Sunday morning. That one's a 4 a.m. start local time here in Phoenix. So we'll have the Suns report beginning at 3:30. You going to go to bed or are you going to stay up? Have you decided? I haven't game planned yet either myself. Depends on how fun Saturday is, I guess. 129-125 our score. Suns on top. Here's Jalen Wilson at the right elbow. Backs it out to Bufkin beyond the arc straight away. He's double teamed and a steal. Butler comes away with it. Goodwin was there to help, and now Butler lobs to a cutting Fleming. He missed the jam off the back rim. It's taken by Wolf. Under 40 seconds to go. Wolf into the lane. Scoops it off the high glass. No good. And a blocking foul called late by Curtis Blair. And it's going to be free throws for Danny Wolf with 35 seconds left to play in overtime. And the Suns up 4, 129-125. Before we get to the free throws, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves here on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network.
KTAR AM Phoenix. This is where Arizona connects with the worldwide leader in sports. ESPN 620.
And we get a break in the action for another infection control as now Danny Wolf had some blood coming from the nose. Got that patched up so he can go shoot some free throws. 35 seconds to play. And it's the Suns 129, the Nets 125. Jordy Fernandez making a change as Fambo Sung will go to the bench. And Wolf's free throw hits the front iron and drops through. Checking in for the Nets for the first time is Etienne, making his first appearance. That is Tyson Etienne, the rookie from Wichita State. Danny Wolf, one more free throw coming up. Takes a couple dribbles, bends, shoots, and hits. So it's a 2-point game, 129-127. Wolf has 11 off the bench.
Need to execute here. Take care of the ball, no turnovers. Get a good shot.
30 seconds to go as Butler crosses into the forecourt. A difference of 12 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock. 10 seconds to shoot. Goodwin comes to get it between the rings. Malawat sets a screen. Goodwin swings to Butler right side. Down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Goodwin. He'll try a deep three. And by that deep three, the dagger for Jordan Goodwin. The Suns go up 5 with 12 seconds left in overtime. 132-127. Timeout Nets, but how about the performance of Jordan Goodwin? 19 points off the bench to lead the Suns.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. Timmy closed out well, had a hand, up in his face. And Jordan Goodwin with a big shot. Suns go up 5.
All smiles right now on the Suns bench. They love it, seeing that from Goody, as they call him. Jordan Goodwin, who spent some time with the Suns a couple seasons ago, then went to the Lakers last year. Now he's back with the Suns, and what a game he's had. 5 of 10 from the floor. He just made his third 3 on 6 tries. He's made 6 free throws, 7 rebounds to go with his 19 points. Both of those leading the way for the Phoenix Suns in this game.
Yeah, the Suns getting some nice production from this group. They're playing well together. The hustle's been there all night long. The Suns getting on the offensive glass, creating extra opportunities, and coming from a big deficit early on, just keep fighting away. Now they got a 5-point lead. They have a chance to win this game.
Nets currently huddling up right now in their timeout. 132-127 our score. And the fans are definitely getting their money's worth.
They are getting a good
Venetian
game.
Arena.
Jordan Goodwin, you like that play also as a kind of a leader. You mentioned he was with the Suns, with the Lakers, been in the league a little bit. With these young guys, you look at Malawat out there and Rasheer stepping up and making that shot. As a leader with this group.
It's got to feel great for him, too.
Yeah.
Here's Danny Wolf on the inbounds pass. Gets it to Jalen Wilson. Down to 10 seconds left. Suns lead by 5. Buffkin going to try a 3 on the right wing. It's short. Long rebound taken by Butler, and that'll do it. Final seconds tick off the clock. Suns win. 132-127, the final in overtime. They come from down 18 early and rally to beat the Nets in China, where they will run it back on Sunday morning for Game 2 of the 2025 NBA China Games. Game 1 goes to the Phoenix Suns. Final score, 132-127 in overtime. We'll come back and talk all about it on the Suns Report postgame next.
Oh, you didn't know? Gila River Resorts and Casinos is Arizona's #1 casino, and no one does it better. So, play hard, relax like a movie star, party like a rock star, and dine like a king or a queen. However you do you, no one lets you take it to legendary status like we do. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you. Visit one of our 4 locations, Wild Horse Pass, Lone Butte, Vicuiva, or Santan Mountain. Or visit GilaCasinos.com to learn more.
The The Suns are your game ticket to ride. When the Suns play at home, your game ticket doubles as Valley Metro rail fare. Good as early as 4 hours before the game and through the end of the transit day. Skip the hassle of traffic. Save on parking and ride straight to the arena. Exit on 3rd Street in Jefferson or 3rd Street in Washington. It's fast, it's easy, and it's all part of your ticket to ride. Find out more at valleymetro.org/Suns or download the Valley Metro app.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at suns.com.
The local sports leader. Mornings, it's Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m. Bickley and Marotta, 6 to 10 a.m.
I like Vinny a lot. I like you too, Bick.
Middays, it's Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wolf and Luke, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. What is up? What's going on, Luke? Afternoons, it's Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m. Burns and Gambo, 2 to 6 p.m.
Burnsy, what's going on?
Arizona's biggest sports personalities are on the local sports leader. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
The NBA season is officially here, and we're going hard from start to finish. Every player is showing out. All 30 teams are locking in. To win it all in this league, fans and players need to give everything. All season long. The American Express NBA tip-off begins October 21st on ESPN, NBC, Peacock, and Prime.
At Pacific Office Automation, we don't make technology. We make technology work. That's why we're a proud technology partner of the Phoenix Suns. Find your total office solution for copiers and printers, managed IT and cloud services, telephone systems, data security, and more. Experience our uncommon commitment to customer service. Visit PacificOffice.com. We make technology work.
You've been listening to the Phoenix Suns and exciting NBA action. The Suns are brought to you in part by Gila River Resorts and Casinos, Banner Health, official healthcare partner of the Phoenix Suns, Mountain America Credit Union, the exclusive home of the Suns card, and FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Make every moment more. This is the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network. Here comes complete post-game coverage. It's time for the wrap-up of the Game on Suns report, driven by CarMax. Buy with confidence from CarMax.
And I guess if you're going to have a preseason game go to overtime, you might as well have it tip off at 5 in the morning, because then you still have your whole day ahead of you. It's not like it's a late night for us or anything like that. Welcome back. It is good to have you with us here on the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network. Suns win in overtime, 132-127. They beat the Brooklyn Nets in a highly entertaining basketball game, and certainly the fans of Venetian Arena in Macau, China, must have been delighted to what they saw, and they'll get a chance to see another game coming up on Sunday when these two teams go toe-to-toe again. But, Tim, we saw almost two different games in one, the way the Nets shot the ball to start compared to how they finished.
Yeah, without a doubt. 71 points in that opening half, and then only 13 in the third quarter really set the stage for the Suns to get back into it, continue their aggressive defense. Turnovers a huge part of it in the game tonight. The Suns slowing down the offense of the Nets and then getting opportunities on the other end. So good to see that the defense was there again. Jordan Ott talked about it. It is something that has been stressed throughout the preseason so far. It continues to be a big part of how they're going to play, coming from 18 down, and then those guys at the end of the bench coming in and making plays to get the win. Love to see it.
I tell you what, when you're going to force 34 turnovers and score 42 points off of them, you're going to win a lot of basketball games.
Even if the team does come out and shoot 65% in the first half.
Yeah, those turnovers may not have cost the Nets. They did eventually. Suns also did a nice job scoring in the paint, 62-48. They outscore the Nets there. You just can't give up 70 bench points. No, I'm just kidding. That's a stat that you see in a game like this. The Suns got 67 bench points of their own, so it's both benches got a lot of action down the stretch, including exclusively through fourth quarter and overtime minutes for both coaches going with those second units. And the Suns got some excellent performances, including double digits performances from Jordan Goodwin and Kaman Malawach down the stretch. We'll get to some of the individual performances specifically next.
We would never. Hero Bread makes soft, fluffy, and delicious bread, buns, tortillas, and more, all with ultra-low net carbs, 0-gram sugar, and high fiber. Each serving boasts more protein than conventional grocery store options, so you can crush your macros. Hero also drops other limited edition, ultra-low net carb baked goods like rich, flaky croissants and more. Find Hero Bread at your local Sprouts or Whole Foods Market or online at hero.co. That's HERO.co.
The wait is over. The 2025-2026 NBA season is here, and Suns basketball is back. Join us for the Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off on Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. against the Sacramento Kings. Every fan in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. Secure your seats today at suns.com.
Oh, you didn't know? Gila River Resorts and Casinos is Arizona's #1 casino, and no one does it better. So, play hard, relax like a movie star, party like a rock star, and dine like a king or a queen. However you do you, no one lets you take it to legendary status like we do. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you. Visit one of our 4 locations, Wild Horse Pass, Lone Butte, Vicuiva, or Santan Mountain, or visit GilaCasinos.com to learn more.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
Got a reminder for you to be here at Mortgage Matchup Center for the start of the regular season. It's just a couple weeks away. The Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores tip-off Wednesday, October 22nd, 7 o'clock start. Suns and Sacramento Kings. All fans in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fry's Food Stores. And you can secure your seats right now. Just go to suns.com/ticks. and buy a couple tickets. Or if it's just you can buy one, or you can buy some for your whole family if you're feeling up to it, as we welcome you back here on the Suns Report. Post-game style. Suns a winner 132-127 in overtime. Devin Booker got off to a little bit of a slower start than he did in Palm Desert against the Lakers, but then he picked it up, ended up with 18 points on 4 of 9 shooting, made a couple threes on 5 tries and 8 of his 9 free throws, 5 assists and 5 steals on the game for Book.
I'd like to classify it as a patient start. You saw the Brooklyn Nets come out and double team him, take the ball out of his hands. So he just waited. Okay, you're going to do it. I'll get my teammates involved. You mentioned the assist that he had. And then in the second half, he comes out more aggressive, looking to score the ball, and does just that, gets the offense going, and the Suns come back from down 12 at halftime.
And in the beginning, when the Suns couldn't keep pace with the Nets, it was Dillon Brooks that was giving them their best chance to do so. He ends up going 7 of 18 from the floor, 2 for 10 from deep. Those 2 came early, 18 points, 3 assists, a couple steals for Brooks as he was that threat offensively. Oso Iguodala in double figures with 12 points, 3 rebounds, 11 from Grayson Allen to go with 3 rebounds and a couple of assists. And then off the bench, Jordan Goodwin ended up being that star down the stretch, made the 3 to end it, and ended up with 19 to lead the Suns.
Yeah, looked good. A guy that's been around the league, and he showed he's got the confidence, he's got the composure to make that shot at the end of the game, and that comes with being in this league for a little while and having that experience.
2 guys that we focused on during the broadcast, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on what this game might have done for that confidence, because we talked about Colin Gillespie's confidence building, Kaman Malawach building that confidence as well, and both guys not only finished in double figures today. Gillespie had 11 points, 9 rebounds for the smallest dude who played in this game, and then Malawach 10 points, points, 5 rebounds, blocked a couple shots, couple of assists as well. What do you think?
Yeah, well, you start with Colin Gillespie. We talked about the grit, the tenacity of how he plays the game. Really good floor general, makes good decisions, obviously can shoot the ball, going to be really solid coming off the bench for the Suns as his confidence grows. We've seen him in workouts and practice, a couple of times. Has he missed a shot yet today in workouts? And then Malawach, just a young guy learning to play again. Another one of those kids that hasn't played basketball his whole life. So still learning a lot, but you can see it. He comes out, he's very composed. It just looks like he's comfortable on the floor. The moment isn't too big for him. The bright lights aren't, he doesn't have that wide deer-eyed look. So, like the way he played tonight. Comes out, he protects the rim, he gets on the glass, and he's always around the rim.
And I think that you and I talked about this when we were at practice. It's going to be difficult for Jordan Ott and his staff to come on off the floor.
Yeah.
You're talking about adding Mark Williams still to this group. We haven't even seen Mark Williams play yet in a Suns uniform. Yeah. And this is a guy who's immensely talented.
Yeah, you could say, if you line this group up right now with Mark and Nick and Oso and Kamal Malawach, Mark Williams is the guy. He's the most talented one of that group, 7-footers. So, yeah, that's the fun thing as a coach. And now you're going, wow, I got these other guys that I've got to figure out how to. But yeah, Kamal Malawach, I think he'll get some playing time down in the G League. It's right down the street at Mullet Center when they're in town. I think he'll travel with the Suns all the time, but if there's opportunity to get him minutes on the floor when they're at home here and the G League team is playing, I think we'll see that just to get him minutes and keep him going.
Well, sign me up for a seat in Mullet to watch that, because I would just love to see him get 30 minutes in a game against that kind of competition to see what he can do.
Without a doubt. Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah.
So we'll have to maybe see if we can plan an off night to head over there and see the Valley Suns. All right, coming up next, we're going to wrap things up after a 132-127 overtime win for the Suns in China.
Suns fans, the game moves fast, and the ones who lead, they never slow down. And like your Suns, Ford is designed for the fast break. Quick off the line, strong in the paint, and always driving forward. With the unstoppable F-150 and Super Duty or the dynamic Maverick, Ford trucks are made to handle the pressure when it counts. So take the lead in a Ford, the #1 selling truck brand in Arizona. Only at your Desert Ford dealers, proud partners of the Phoenix Suns. Based on S&P Global Mobility Retail U.S. new vehicle registrations for the truck vehicle type CYTD October 2024.
Every day, community, supporting, giving. Every day at APS, we support Arizona community organizations and our customers, giving back to help Arizona teachers, nonprofits, and families, volunteering to support and strengthen neighborhoods, working with local partners to provide customers with crisis assistance and other services when they need it most. To help your community or find assistance for yourself or someone you know, visit aps.com/brighter. This ad is funded by Pinnacle West shareholders.
The Phoenix Suns have a new coach, a new GM, and some new young and talented players, but some things remain the same, like D. Book and D. Schwartz. That's Dr. Schwartz for those asking. Yes, the team eye doctor of your Suns is back for his 26th season. While he may not be able to dribble behind his back, he is the most advanced LASIK surgeon in the Valley. So for those of you interested in LASIK surgery, the Schwartz Laser Eye Center is offering free consults in Scottsdale, Glendale, and Mesa. Call 480-483-EYES or go online at teamidoc.com.
Phoenix Suns basketball on ESPN 620 AM.
Down the stretch we come here on the Phoenix Suns Report, post-game style. John Bloom, Tim Kempton, Walt Ellis with you with our engineer, Ali Narini. Happy that you were able to join us for a little Friday morning basketball as the Suns win in overtime. 132-127 over the Nets. They rally from down 18. And now the question remains, what will the approach be for Sunday? We've heard all about this calculated approach to the preseason. I'm assuming that it will continue for game number 3.
Yeah, I think it'll look quite a lot like it did tonight, or this morning here tonight over in Macau, China. You'll see those starters get their minutes, and then as the game gets later, go to the bench. But yeah, get some more minutes for the front line, and then get them home, get them on that plane, and get them home, and use that time off in between that last preseason game and riding up to the regular season.
In the meantime, hope you have a great time going to see some Notre Dame ASU hockey.
Yeah, Notre Dame ASU hockey. It's a mullet.
That's a battle on the cold floor of the Mullet Center, and Tim Kempton will be in attendance, and then enjoy your Saturday. No, we don't need to hear that. For those who don't know, there's a fan fest going on in Macau tomorrow, so there is action for the players and the fans to continue embracing this game of basketball we all love so much. That's what's going to be going on in Macau tomorrow before we're back here at 3:30 a.m. on Sunday to give you all the action with the Suns Report pregame style, getting you ready for tip-off of Game 3 of the preseason. The Suns and the Nets running it back from Venetian Arena. Thanks again for tuning in to all of today's action. 132-127 the final. Suns win it in overtime. Thanks to Walt Ellis, our engineer. Thanks to Ali Narini, our producer. And again, thanks to all of you. For Tim Kempton, I'm John Bloom. Have a great weekend, everybody.
You've been listening to the Suns Report, brought to you by CarMax. With upfront prices and CarMax certified quality, that's the way car buying should be. Learn more at CarMax.com. This is the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network.
You've been listening to Phoenix Suns Basketball on ESPN Phoenix 620 AM. We now join ESPN Radio already in progress.
Talking about more as we look ahead to this weekend in the NFL. We do have a game between the first-place Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
God, it feels so wrong to hear
First-place Steelers
First place,
running away, maybe with the division. Like maybe a wrap it up sooner than any other team in the NFL, division-wise.
I mean, they keep winning.
And everybody else in the division keeps losing.
Did I just stumble on something that I didn't realize that it was a thing? If you had to bet right now on one team clinching their division first in the NFL this year, are the Steelers actually the bet? Or are the Lions?
Well,
or the Bucks?
Let's think about the division. Do we think that the decimated 1-4 Ravens, the Bengals, who just traded for Joe Flacco, or the Cleveland Browns have a chance to win the AFC North?
I do not.
Do we think the Minnesota Vikings, the Chicago Bears, or the Green Bay Packers have an opportunity to win the NFC North?
I will still say maybe. Unlikely, but maybe. I'll give you a maybe.
Okay.
But go to the NFC South.
Exactly. The Bucks cruising atop the division again. The Falcons, Panthers, and Saints.
No.
The Bucks have nobody on their schedule. Like after Thanksgiving, they play nobody.
And let's look at the Steelers.
So based on that,
they have a couple tough games. The Steelers do.
The Steelers do, but yeah, like if you look at the Bucks schedule after Thanksgiving, they've got the Arizona Cardinals, New Orleans Saints, Atlanta Falcons, at Carolina, at Miami, Carolina again.
Wow.
Wait, who's that? The Bucks?
That's the Bucks.
Yeah, that's
they're going to have the division wrapped up by Christmas.
Okay, that's the play because the Steelers still have the Packers, the Colts, the Chargers, the Bills, and the Lions.
Much more difficult.
Much more difficult.
But you guys did not laugh at me when I asked that question. So with that, has your opinion of the Steelers now changed?
Well, I don't think our opinion of the Steelers has changed because we always believed in Mike Tomlin. But you know whose opinion?
No, my opinion's changed.
Wait, who are you talking about our? You and I is an hour.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I was going to say our opinion of Aaron Rodgers might have changed a little bit. It's been quiet. He's been quiet as a church mouse.
He's not close to either of these two things right now based on play, but he's closer to MVP than he is out of the league because of play. I don't mean because he may retire after the year. But I'm saying he's been good enough.
Yeah.
Like he's
looked good.
Yes, he's looked good.
Aaron Rodgers is 26th in QBR.
I still think he's looked good.
Okay.
Has your opinion of the Steelers
He's not getting in the way.
Has your opinion of the Steelers changed?
Yes, because I didn't think the Pittsburgh Steelers were going to have a winning record, let alone be in the playoffs. And now they're poised to win the division. I did not think I thought this was going to be Mike Tomlin's first losing season. It was one of my bold predictions. Mm-hmm. First losing season, mutual parting of ways. Things are not well. The kids are not okay in Pittsburgh. Like, that's where I was going before the season. Now, by default, it looks like they're going to win the AFC North. But let me be clear about one thing. If they don't win the AFC North, that is an indictment on all involved. On Mike Tomlin, on Aaron Rodgers, just because I can't see a path for any other team to be able to do it. I don't see a path for the Cleveland Browns. I don't see a path for the Cincinnati Bengals now that they got Joe Flacco. And, of course, I don't see a path for my Baltimore Ravens, who are probably going to catch the fade against the L.A. Rams, Lamar Jackson, and Bradley yesterday. So I don't see a path for any other team to get their act together, to compete with the Steelers, to win that division.
It would be an all-time epic collapse embarrassment at this point if one of these other teams was able to win the division. Think about what we would say about the Pittsburgh Steelers, about Aaron Rodgers. If they get up to this start while everyone else in the division is decimated with injuries and losing games left and right, and somehow they falter down the stretch.
How on God's earth are the Baltimore Ravens a favorite over the Pittsburgh Steelers to win the AFC North?
I cannot understand.
The Ravens are even money on ESPN Bet to win the AFC North. The Steelers are plus 115.
We got to talk to somebody from Vegas.
That is insane.
I do not get it at all.
So then, are the Steelers not in the same conversation as the Bucs relative to the runaway division winners?
I don't think the Steelers are as good as the Bucs.
No, I know that, but I'm saying,
we have more
saying
confidence
runaway
in the
division
Bucs.
winner. Those are your two obvious runaway division winners, are they not?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But based on ESPN Bet, the Steelers are not a runaway division winner. So then, based on the original question, has your opinion on the Steelers changed? If you buy into what Vegas is telling you, then the answer is no. Then the losing record is still on the table. Because in order for the Ravens to win the division, they're 1-4 right now? 1-3?
1-4. Right? Yeah, 1-4.
1-4 right now.
So think about, in order for them to win the division, they're not going to have that many wins because there's already a lot of losses off the board. So that means they're going to be probably a 10-7 division winner if they were somehow going to win the division. So that means the losing record for the Steelers is actually still in play based on what Vegas is telling you. Think about that. Or 9-8 division winner. Because I want to know, we need to figure out two things.
So that means the Steelers would fall off even harder than they did last year.
Because, well, think about the math on this. If the Ravens are going to win the division and they already have 4 losses and Lamar is still out, what's the number of wins that they would have to get to win the division that's even possible at that point?
Yeah.
Because they're going to play the Rams here on ESPN Radio this weekend.
That's probably going to get lost. 1-5.
Okay, but they're still the favorite to win the division.
So they'd have to get 11, So
they can't. That's my point. Because they're going to end up with 9 wins to win the division, which what Vegas is telling you is that your bold prediction of losing record is actually still in play. Which makes no sense to me at all.
That is wild.
I don't mean to be slamming the table.
No. You're right. You're doing the math. Yeah, doing the math. It makes sense. Exactly what you're saying. I don't believe it. But you're right.
Vegas is right all the time.
You're right. When you're doing the math problem on this, you're absolutely right. What my eyes tell me, though, is that the Baltimore Ravens ain't sniffing a division title this year.
No.
Very odd. Very odd. Well, unfortunately, we didn't win money last night. But when you do have money and you want to give it to somebody else, you want to have a debit card, Venmo has a cool way of doing it by way of college sports smalls.
They sure do. This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rev your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN, 1 free year of Perplexity Pro, and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at Venmo.com/collegecard. Max cash back varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com.
Hey, it's Desmond Howard. You want to win the weekend? It all starts with the tailgate. And for me, that means Kingsford Charcoal.
They've been bringing the flavor, the smoke, and the heat since 1920. No wonder they're still the gold standard of grilling. So fire it up, feed your crew, and let the smoke do the talking. Kingsford, the king of the tailgate. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on September 24, 2016, when Tulsa found themselves down 31-0 to Fresno State. With 10 minutes left in the second quarter, Tulsa fought back to tie the game at 41. And then won 48-41 in double overtime.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Gain Super Flings are here to take your laundry to the next level.
Talking about Gain Super Flings. Super-sized laundry packs. These things are huge. Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings laundry packs have 4 times the Oxy cleaning power and 3 times the Febreze freshness versus Gain Original Liquid.
Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings for next level laundry.
And you thought today would just be another day on the job. But then you heard these words. Your new Floor & Decor is here in North Scottsdale. Pros have never had a partner like this. We're ready now with job lot quantities of tile, wood, and stone in stock, and a dedicated pro team to get you in, out, and back on the job. Your new Floor & Decor is here. You ready? Don't miss our grand opening going on now in North Scottsdale.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
Everyone has a community, a neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. Community members can be your eyes and ears when you're not with your kids and alert you to signs of potential problems.
You could see him this week.
Definitely something to keep an eye on. This was an injury Murray suffered in Sunday's game against Tennessee. He was questionable to return, ended up returning after just a few plays. So we just have to wait for the week to progress. Is this something that they are being cautious about? Is this something that's a little more serious? That is good news, as you have a very reliable, very experienced backup quarterback in Jacoby Brissett. And surely they probably don't come more experienced than him in the league.
9 seasons, 53 career starts, 5 starts last season with the New England Patriots, and someone that knows this offense, not only this season with the Cardinals, but going back to when he was with Cleveland and Drew Petzing was his quarterback's coach. So there is a lot of familiarity with this offense and this offensive scheme, which should bode well with him just kind of landing in the middle of the season.
Brissett's been here long enough, too, to have built up some chemistry with his receivers and have a good understanding of what this scheme is and what's going to be asked of him. If Brissett is the starter on Sunday, what a storyline returning to Indianapolis, where he spent 4 years of his career.
Started 30 of 46 games with the Indianapolis Colts from 2017 to 2020. So again, something to keep an eye on when you're talking about the Cardinals and Colts here in Week 6. That's Danny Sarek. I'm Craig Riolu, and that's your Arizona Cardinals 2-Minute Drill.
On February 21st, the Arizona Cardinals Foundation will host the first ever Cardinals Climb. State Farm Stadium will transform into a mountain-like experience with trail-inspired routes for all ages and abilities, raising funds for 4 organizations benefiting Arizona's special needs community: Barrow Neurological Foundation, SARC, Special Olympics Arizona, and Treasure House. Registration is open now at cardinalsclimb.com. Help us make a difference, because together we climb higher.
Hi, this is Dave Pash. My family means the world to me, and the women in my life deserve the best. They always make time for others, so they deserve to take time for themselves, especially when it comes to their health. Regular mammograms can detect early signs of breast cancer, when treatment options have the greatest chance of success. So join me, the Arizona Cardinals, and Dignity Health, and let's intercept cancer together. Talk to your doctor about your screening options and schedule your appointment at dignityhealth.org/crucial catch.
Order on Amazon today.
This is Unsportsmanlike.
We are Unsportsmanlike here on ESPN Radio, ESPNU. You can join the show as part of the Dr. Pepper call line at 888-SAY-ESPN. That's 888-729-3776. ESPN Nation presented by Dr. Pepper. It's our college football season. Without the delicious taste of an ice cold Dr. Pepper, it's a pepper thing.
Typically, I like this next guest that's coming on.
Yes.
But we got beef right now. First of all, my University of Virginia Cavaliers went on the road and bested his Louisville Cardinals last week. And then this week, my godson in St. Joe's takes on his high school, Don Bosco, at St. Joe's tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
So, like, usually we're on the same wave and we get along well. This week, not so much.
Interesting.
Well,
not so much.
He's a former NFL quarterback. Went to Louisville, as you mentioned, amongst other schools, including Tennessee. He's our teammate here on ESPN Radio. Matt Sims joins us, built by the Home Depot, how doers get more done. You hear him during College Game Day on the radio, here on ESPN Radio on Saturdays. And he joins us now. Do you have beef with CC, Matt?
I absolutely have no beef with CC, and you know why? Because you've seen me before, and you've seen CC before. So hey, my guy, I appreciate it. You know,
smart play, Matt.
The whole Louisville, Virginia thing, man. All right, that's a low blow. That hurts. All right, that was on our home turf, man, and the two defensive touchdowns just are absolutely devastating. Never want to lose games that way. St. Joe's Bosco. I mean, that's running it back like to the OG of all these high schools. Traveling around the country and playing. Back in the day, we just did old school. Hey, New Jersey versus Philadelphia. Let's do it. You know, so it's a great combination of great schools, and really looking forward to those guys playing this weekend. It's a great matchup.
Matt, let's dive into college football. Arguably, maybe, possibly the best weekend of the year, at least heading into it. Number 1, Ohio State. Number 17, Illinois. Number 8, Alabama. Number 14, Missouri. Number 7, Indiana. Number 3, Oregon. Maybe the top 2 quarterbacks in the draft this upcoming year. And the Red River rivalry with Oklahoma and Texas. If you, Matt Sims, could only watch one of those games this weekend, which one would you watch?
I'm going to have to go with Indiana versus Oregon. I think that's the most intriguing matchup of the weekend. I think this really is going to be just the biggest test, I think, so far we've seen as far as knowing who the power teams are in the Big Ten. I really look forward to see just Fernando Mendoza and how he operates on the road, coming off of, some spectacular wins and some tough wins so far in his young career in the Big Ten. He's really done some really good stuff, and just excited to see him and Elijah Surratt and that running game going up there against Oregon, which is going to be a tough task for them, but I think that's my favorite matchup.
I mean, Matt, with all of these top 10 teams in action this weekend, I think 9 of the 10 are in action this weekend. Which one is the most vulnerable based on their matchup?
Man, yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I would probably have to say Oklahoma, and it's really just because the Mateer thing. Hawkins is a good young football player, but Mateer really has been, I feel like, just the heart and soul of the football team offensively and kind of a one-man show. I mean, he's the leading passer, he's the leading rusher before he gets injured, and really just kind of doing everything when he puts the team on his back. And you know, his ability to create plays with Satania and Kanak have been the real deal for them offensively. If he's not healthy to go, if he's not 100%, if he does try to play, the Texas defense is still a really good defense. It's still, to me, like a top 10, top 15 defense in the country with the skill players that they have on all 3 levels of the game. The big question mark really will be just, can Texas offense protect against R. Mason Thomas and the rest of the Oklahoma defense, like Kip Lewis as well, who are just fast and physical. They run a lot of different fronts. And you know how difficult that can be sometimes for quarterbacks and for offensive coordinators when you're getting a lot of different looks and you're not really sure where they're coming from.
Matt, I'm disappointed. I was hoping you were going to say number 1, Ohio State was the most vulnerable against my number 17, Fighting Illini. I went to Illinois, and I know that they lost 63-10 to Indiana, but that feels so odd. It feels like such an outlier. And Coach Bielema said that this Illinois team has not put it all together yet this season. I know Ohio State, defending champs, are the best team in the country, but if Illinois was to upset them, what's the path for them to do so?
I mean, the biggest thing is going to just have to be, can they protect Luke Altmaier? I think the entire offense, we know it by this point. Like, if Luke Altmaier has time to operate and to make clean decisions from a pocket of being well protected, he's going to do well. He's going to put up numbers. He's going to move the offense up and down the field, right, with what they do. I just don't know if that's possible. I think Matt Patricia and that hire might be one of the best hires that we've seen in college football this offseason. And it's really coming through for him. And I think the other thing is that despite the fact that a lot of these guys moved on to the NFL, you got some guys like Caden Curry who have absolutely just blossomed in this Matt Patricia defense and has just become basically a superstar overnight. And then you got Avril Reese, who might be one of the most talented and unknown linebackers in the country right now, who is just an absolute wrecking ball with speed, with length, and great instincts. And I think that really doesn't favor Illinois, who struggle with a physical Indiana football team. And I believe that Ohio State will be able to play at a very similar physical level and make it very difficult for them to move the football.
We're talking with Matt Sims, host College Game Day, ESPN Radio. You'll hear him tomorrow here on ESPN Radio. Huge college football weekend. Matt joins us, built by the Home Depot, how doers get more done. All three programs had different goals and aspirations before the season. None of the three seem to be reaching them. Which of the three that I'm about to mention do you have most confidence in to get back on track? Texas, Penn State, North Carolina.
Wow. Can I say, like, none of the above? Is that an option?
You could walk us through it.
Yeah. Well, for North Carolina, I think really just the experiment is already it's over. For Bill Belichick and his ability to connect with this younger audience, I think is asking a lot. I don't think that's really true to his nature either, for being in the NFL for so long. And I think there's just too much of a discrepancy as far as just like conceptually how to build and how to motivate football teams, right? In college football, it's much different than in the pros. For Texas, the biggest concern really for Texas is that they just can't run the football, right? They can't run the football. They can't dominate the line of scrimmage like they did a year ago. And therefore, they're putting a little bit too much pressure on a young quarterback with a skill group who was also young surrounding him. And I think that's a real thing. These guys really just don't know what it takes yet to go through an SEC schedule week after week and to perform at a high level and to be tough and to be gritty. These are things that are going to be learned through experience. And I just don't know if they're really at that experience level to take it to that next step, right, in the SEC and to be one of these contenders. For Penn State, everything about them is just kind of disappointing, honestly. The offense stinks. The defense was super flat against UCLA. It's a Jim Knowles coach defense, so that was super confusing. And then, of course, not a huge fan either when James Franklin, their leader, basically starts off the press conference with about 10 excuses before he says, "It's on me." So I just feel like Penn State, there's just this weird vibe in there, and the pressure of just coming into the season of being the team to beat and being the ones that are kind of destined to win the Big Ten. They're really just not coming through, and they're really just not as talented or as good as a football team as we thought maybe they will. Or really, maybe they do have the talent. They're just not gelling and creating any chemistry really to build off of.
Matt, we're almost at the halfway point in the college football season. Who's the name out there that most people haven't been talking about that will be a household name by season's end?
We can go to the Alabama-Missouri game this weekend, and I think Ahmad Hardy has a really good chance of that. He's one of the best rushers in the country right now. He's got, I think, close to 800 yards rushing already on the season with 9 touchdowns. The dude is a really good football player. He's tough. He's physical. He's low to the ground. He can hit you. He can outrun you, too, as well. So I think Alabama is really going to have a tough time slowing down the Missouri rushing attack with Bo Pribula and Hardy. And, of course, they also have Roberts, too, in the backfield, who's a good 1-2 punch with Hardy. But I think after this weekend, Ahmad Hardy might become a household name because he has the ability to potentially put up 100 yards rushing against Alabama defense.
Matt Sims joins us, built by the Home Depot, how doers get more done. You'll hear him tomorrow, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, College Game Day here on ESPN Radio. And he may hear from CeCe tonight if his high school team loses to CeCe's adopted high school team. So.
Games tomorrow.
I appreciate you reminding me, too, what time I work tomorrow because I wasn't sure. Our boss, Evan Woolner, didn't let us know. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll be clocking in at exactly 12:55.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. Matt Sims joining us here on Unsportsmanlike, presented by Progressive Insurance. All right, coming up. number 1 pick in the draft, number 3 pick in the draft. Can either of them be top 5? We'll get to that after 5 Hour Energy with CC.
Who knew caffeine could taste this good? With 5 Hour Energy shots, caffeine just got a serious flavor upgrade. We're talking big flavor, y'all, from watermelon to strawberry banana to sour apple, packed into a tiny 2-ounce bottle. You'll get as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee with 0 sugar and 0 crash. And with 17 bold flavors to choose from, there's a shot for every mood. Find your favorite flavor in-store today or grab a variety pack online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon and give your caffeine a serious flavor upgrade.
College Football Saturday on ESPN Radio. Fresh off a bye week and their first loss, 11th ranked LSU faces South Carolina in Death Valley at night. Coverage begins tomorrow at 7 Eastern with kickoff at 7:45 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the SEC Network. The Arizona Sports YouTube channel for live shows, podcasts, viral clips, shorts, and more. Just the local sports leader doing what we do on YouTube. Serve yourself some Arizona sports. Subscribe to the Arizona Sports YouTube channel.
You know, in the game of life, a lot of people are in the red zone close to retirement, and they haven't thought about what happens after they're gone. It's not easy. Paul Calvisi here. That's why I went to Matt Dagas and his Bright Wealth Management team. Matt.
And that's a tough conversation, Paul, because the retirement red zone is one of the most important times of life. And estate planning isn't just about money. It's about making life easier for the people you love.
So what happens if someone doesn't have a proper plan?
Well, their family could be left with court battles, confusion, and a lot of stress during an already difficult time. And that's where we help people create a full strategy for that next phase of life.
Because it doesn't have to be that way, right?
Not at all. And a simple estate planning session can give you peace of mind. And we'll walk you through the next steps to make sure that your legacy ends with a win and not a turnover.
Call Bright Wealth Management at 844-726-9116 or click brightwm.com.
Investment advisory services offered through Foundations Investment Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. The content provided is for educational purposes only.
Crest Insurance is about more than providing coverage. It's about creating your safety net, personal, reliable, and supportive. We offer access to a national network of trusted carriers. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, we're here to help with a personal touch that's close to home. With Crest, you're not only protecting what matters most, but also helping to build stronger, more resilient communities. Crest Insurance, service you can count on.
Ready, set, forward. Get the thrills, get the adventure, and get the savings during the first ever Bronctober. On now at Arizona's largest Ford dealership, Sanderson Ford. Lease a new 2025 Bronco Big Bend for only $399 a month for 36 months. Lease a new 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend for only $299 a month for 36 months. Purchase a new 2025 F-150 STX Super Crew for only $44,899. Plus, get 3.9 for 72 months financing. Don't miss the Bronctober savings. Shop and compare with no hassle, no pressure, and no nonsense at Arizona's most awarded Ford dealership for complete satisfaction, Sanderson Ford. Bronco offer requires $1,810 down. Bronco Sport requires $1,920 down. Both plus tax, title, license, and $499 doc. The OAC from Ford Credit. F-150 stock number 255360 with MSRP of $52,645. Offers expire 10/31. Sanderson Ford.
The Arizona Sports YouTube channel for live shows, podcasts, viral clips, shorts, and more. Just the local sports leader doing what we do on YouTube. Serve yourself some Arizona sports. Subscribe to the Arizona Sports YouTube channel
on the ESPN app.
This is Unsportsmanlike.
We are Unsportsmanlike here on ESPN Radio, ESPNU, presented by Progressive Insurance. What a night we had last night at MetLife Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Where the three of us were with Rob Lorenzo, our social and digital creator, at UnsportsESPN on Twitter, at Unsportslike on Instagram. We went to Thursday Night Football, had a great time. Easy commute, getting there. And
how'd you feel walking out of the tunnel at MetLife Stadium?
That was cool. That was cool.
Sick.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Did you feel ready to go? Were you ready to throw an interception?
I'm sorry?
I'm just saying, you're the Ocho. I
was dying.
Getting ready to play.
Ready.
Exactly.
I was dying for the ball to get past someone. where it like rolled on the sidelines.
Oh, so when I got the ball and threw it over to the D-line coach?
Yeah. Was that Brian Cox?
You wish that was you?
Who came over to you?
No.
He kept saying that, CC. You and I were talking, and he was behind us being like, man, I wish the ball would come over here so I could throw it.
Number 9.
I wouldn't have thrown a ninth. That doesn't count as a ninth interception. That counts as a first. And I was dying for the ball to come over there. Dying for it. I just kept looking around.
But you didn't tell me you didn't feel a little bit of a chill when you awesome. Walked out on the field.
It was awesome.
Getting ready to go. Awesome. It's so cool.
It is so cool.
Until I saw Dexter Lawrence.
That's a big man.
I don't understand how people can play against.
People can't play against him. He's an all-pro.
But I just think about
best linemen in football.
That is a huge man.
I just think about
he's a big man that can move really, really fast.
That's crazy.
So enormous. One of my closest friends, Mark Tauscher, ESPN Wisconsin, the greatest guy ever. He played offensive tackle for 10 years, and I love Tausch. But I'm like, how he couldn't block Dexter Lawrence? How would he be able to do that? He couldn't block you. Dexter Lawrence is not taller than you, but feels significantly bigger than you.
He's a big man.
Like his arms were the size of Smalls.
No, seriously, the size of my entire body.
Literally her entire body. Like Dexter Lawrence's arms are bigger than you.
That's true.
And then I said to Smalls last night, I'm like, can you believe there was actually a game where I played against a guy like that? Because Jimmy Kennedy, who played for Penn State, grew up in relatively the same area as I grew up. And I played him. Went to Roosevelt High School, and he sacked me. Yeah. And he was a top 15 pick in the draft.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
How did I play
Let me ask you a
him?
question. If you had a chance to throw a touchdown in the NFL game, but it involved Dexter Lawrence getting a clean shot on you,
Ooh.
I would take it. Yeah.
You would do it.
I would have to. I may not live to see the aftermath.
It would be the end for both of us.
I'm telling you.
You might not walk right again, sir.
There was something
But still,
about
you
him.
threw a touchdown in an NFL game?
My God.
It'd be a one and done.
I would
You're
be that
Lauryn
guy.
Hill.
I'd be the Lauryn Hill. I'd be E-Boogie. The miseducation of Evan
watch out for Dexter Lawrence.
You know what else was cool last night? You were talking to Rob, but I was standing there with Cece and I was asking him about what it's like to harness your emotions before a game, because we're watching Dexter Lawrence and the Giants warm up, and I was asking him about the cadence, because you walk out onto the field and you start to feel it, and we're not even playing in the game. And listening to him talk about how during the pregame stuff you have to really make sure you stack your emotions, that was pretty interesting too. You don't want to get too hyped. But
Yeah, I mean, you're going through all of the different things. There's anxiety, there's a little bit of nervousness, there's a little bit of excitement. There's the fear. There's all of these different emotions that you're feeling as you're getting ready to walk out there. And then, you kick the ball off and then that goes away and you go back to your trainings. But it's like you have to make sure that you don't burn yourself out with all of the emotions that you're feeling in the pregame before you actually play the game.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the times guys will go out there and lose the game before a snap even happens because they're so spent emotionally.
They peak too soon.
They get physically drained because of all the emotions that they cannot control before the game even starts. Yeah.
Speaking of,
I know it sounds weird, but it's a thing. It happens.
Is that what happened to you in the outfield game?
That I got too nervous?
You just got too hyped pre-game.
That was my first start.
That was your first start? How have you neglected to tell us that? That was your first start.
Coach let him throw 8 picks in his first start. There's no chance.
Why do we have to
There's no chance he recovers on that.
They're like, you know what?
There's no shot. Why did they let you keep playing quarterback? Did they think you were going to get better?
That is.
I couldn't get worse.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, but after number 4, they were like, maybe somebody else.
How come at no point has anyone ever said, wow, you started your junior year? Wow, your teammates voted you in as captain?
Well, doesn't the quarterback always get voted captain?
That's true.
I mean, I think it was kind of like by default. Like we say the Steelers should win the division by default. Weren't you the captain by default because you were the quarterback?
True,
how many wins did you guys have?
1.
And who was the starting quarterback for that win?
Mark Feuerstein.
Shout out to Mark.
Shout out to Mark.
Hope you're doing great, Mark.
I was hurt.
Mentally or physically? Both?
I'm not about you. Just Trevor Lawrence, Sam Darnold. They're playing each other this weekend, guys. I'm not going to be able to finish this.
All right, I'll take the ball here, and I won't turn it over. CC,
really?
Cece, we've got Trevor Lawrence and Sam Darnold, this matchup. These two quarterbacks have had a lot of expectations on them. Both failed to live up to them consistently. Are either one of these quarterbacks, after the starts they've gotten out to, in the trust tree for you?
Yeah, Sam Darnold is.
He is?
Yeah, I'm buying into Sam Darnold, the brand of football that they're playing. And I get it. The turnover that he had late against the 49ers was essentially a game sealer. The sack fumble that Nicky Bosa was able to get, that's how they started their season. Last game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, throws an interception, sets up the game winner for Todd Bowles and Baker Mayfield. I get that the turnovers late game have to be concerning, but the turnovers and the boneheaded mistakes that I see from Trevor Lawrence that are unforced are alarming to me. And nobody is paying attention to it because you get some of the wow plays, but then you also have a defense that's leading the NFL in takeaways, glossing over a lot of the mistakes that Trevor Lawrence is making, where quite frankly, he should be past that at this stage of his NFL career. So Sam Darnold, when it comes to this particular matchup, is the quarterback that I would put in the trust tree over Trevor Lawrence.
So if you're asking the question today, I understand that. If we're projecting it out for an important game at some point later, I'm still going to go with Trevor Lawrence because Sam Darnold, to me, I don't trust in those big games.
I hear you, but Sam Darnold leads the league in QBR. So for all of the great seasons that we're seeing from Daniel Jones and Dak Prescott and Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff and Josh, Sam Darnold has the highest QBR in football.
Wow.
He is playing out of his mind. And I'm not just talking about checkdowns and layup throws. He's pushing the ball down the field. Like Sam Darnold is playing really good ball. His completion percentage above expected is amongst the highest in the NFL. Like the degree of difficulty on the throws that he's making is exceptional. And so I think when we start to look at him as a player, we're willing to dismiss all of the numbers and the floor that he's been able to establish for his career now because we haven't seen it in those big moments. Like Evan said, he crumbled down the stretch against the Detroit Lions.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It didn't look great in the playoffs against the Rams. And so that is going to be the lasting impression until he does something otherwise in a moment that's bigger than just your normal regular season game. But I'm just telling you, based on how things are trending in Seattle and what their offense has looked like, Sam Darnold is a better football player than when most people last paid attention to him, which was the end of 2024.
We're on Sportsmanlike, presented by Progressive Insurance. This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN. 1 free year of Perplexity Pro and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Well, Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
And you thought today would just be another day on the job. But then you heard these words. Your new Floor & Decor is here in North Scottsdale. Pros have never had a partner like this. We're ready now with job lot quantities of tile, wood, and stone in stock. And a dedicated pro team to get you in, out, and back on the job. Your new Floor & Decor is here. You ready? Don't miss our grand opening going on now in North Scottsdale.
If
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Hey, Doc, nice office. Quick question. If you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Run payroll, no question.
Seriously? Have you run payroll before?
Paying my team with Gusto couldn't be easier. Gusto gives me unlimited payroll runs, next day direct deposits, and automatically files my taxes. Saves me time.
Wow, that's nice.
Over here, Doc. I run payroll too.
Choose payroll without the pain. Visit gusto.com/small business to sign up for free.
Ever lose your keys? Is that normal aging, dementia, or something else? Fear often stops us from asking for a simple checkup from the neck up. Knowing your numbers, blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol are common, but your cognitive numbers are also important. Request our free guide. It's filled with tips for better brain health, facts about dementia, and much more. Go to 1-800-DEMENTIA.org or call 1-800-DEMENTIA. Your brain will thank you. KTAR AM Phoenix, Arizona's home for the worldwide leader in sports, is ESPN 620.
Transmitter is working perfectly. I hear everything clear as a bell.
Clinton Yates always brings the heat.
I can lead a nation with a microphone.
I am pleased to be joined by ESPN's Clinton Yates.
With a microphone.
I would imagine most of you have never heard of Clinton Yates. He's irrelevant.
This is my new favorite show. We welcome in Clinton Yates. Clinton, I've mentioned this to you before. When I think of people who love the game, I think of you.
That right there is Clinton Yates.
Clinton Yates, incredible job today.
Our pal Clinton Yates. People like Clinton Yates.
Let's first begin by saying good day to my friend Clinton Yates. There's a lot to talk about here.
Clinton, where the hell are you at?
From Studio 5 at LA Live, this is Clinton and Friends on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Happy Friday, kiddos. You're listening to Clinton and Friends on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app. Sirius XM Channel 80 is where you can find us on Space Radio. If you want to give us a phone call, hit us up on the Dr. Pepper call-in line, 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. Got a home show today. Estomago, a little tricky. However, we have huge news.